Hello, everyone. I have learned to share my screen with what's on my desktop. Now, I know you're seeing the same thing over and over and over, but if I go to a website, for instance, if we are looking up a case, um, then you can see what I'm looking up and we can read the information together. I think that's really cool. Um, I'm going to try to turn my TV on to my channel so I can watch the comments in case, guys know what I'm talking about. In case I go to a different screen, I'll still be able to read your guys' comments. Holla back. Brianna, how you doing tonight? Hello. Jesse, Aussie Land. Boy, Jesse, you're up late, aren't you? What time is it there? Okay, so just to check to see if this works, I'm going to go to, for instance, we'll do this. And let me see if it's working. Okay, cool. Why are you pissed off for? Okay, so the only reason I'm looking away from my camera is I'm reading the comments on my TV, and I'm going to, for instance, um, like I can go to, um, like for instance, this Elizabeth Barraza case. So I've got it going on now, don't I? What's wrong, Brianna? What's going on? Can anyone say? Let me ask you guys something. Is it legal for a former psychologist from a prison? Um, isn't like a psychiatrist or psychologist um, like sworn to what's called a Hippocratic law or something like that? Hello, Lex. How you like my screen? I'm sharing screen. I'm live. I'm monetized. I'm super chatting. I'm going to put AD out of business. But it looks like that psychiatrist would not be allowed to come on to a public YouTube channel and give out information like that. I just don't know if that's right. And then they talk about doxing people, and pretty much I heard her tell AD that you could pretty much go on YouTube and just read off everybody's criminal record. Okay, looks like Kelly's going to bring us the truth about this doctor. Um, would you like to come on alive, Kelly, if you got some good information? Lex Kelly has had a few drinks, so what are you drinking tonight? Let me go back to this screen because I really can't take I'm doing that. I need to look at the camera. So, hello, Jan. How are you? Um, as you can see, I'm able to share my screen. What I'm going to do is instantly, I was saying she broke HIPAA privacy. If she was real, she could be sued. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I just don't think that a legitimate psychiatrist, psychologist could come on a YouTube program and just give out information like that. I don't really want to talk about AD all the time. It's just boring. It's the same thing every day. There's nothing new. There's not going to be anything new. Um, I don't get it. Until there is some new information released from the police, from the FBI, from the CBI, from the DA in Frederick, I just don't think we're going to have any new information, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm live. I'm sharing the screen live. I monetize. So now when they say I'm making money, it's actually true. I am a YouTube partner now. My channel is monetized. Schlooper chat is available. Just letting everyone know. If you wasn't in my live earlier, we donated $45 to the Salvation Army today and what we gathered last night during my live. So we are not just being greedy. We are actually helping people. We helped pay a lady's rent and kept her in her apartment with the child. We donated $45 to the Salvation Army, and I'm not trying to toot my horn or anything like that. Please don't take it that way. I just want it to be known that it's just not about greed on this channel. So if I make money on this channel and I make enough to support it, and then I have extra, I will take that money and put it towards a good cause. That's what I will do. I've never dreamed of being rich. I've never wanted to be rich. I don't think I could have that lifestyle. I don't think I would want that lifestyle. It sounds nice when you think about it, but it feels good when you work for it. And I work every day. So to Detective Halverson, who says I'm out of work for 8 months, I don't know where he got that information, but he's obviously not a very good detective. So that's all I can say about it. If I've got a detective coming up to me and they're telling me, someone that actually knows that I'm out of work, then I know that they are not a good detective. So, all right, that's my little rant for the night, I guess. But anyways, would you all like to continue on the Elizabeth Barraza case, or what would you guys like to look at tonight? Because we can actually look it up on the shared screen here, and we can actually go. I could probably go to like Lex. What's like a video website where we could watch, say, for instance, if we wanted to watch the videos of what happened with Elizabeth Barraza. Hello, it's me. How are you? Hello, Nicole R. Does anyone believe Audrey Biggs is a real medium? She's never done a live reading on YouTube for any validation, and Google just says she's a teacher. I know that she has said on her show that she does work for a school. Me and Audrey are actually friends on Facebook. I like Audrey a lot personally. Professionally, she's never done a reading for me or anything like that. So I can't give my opinion on that. But I think personally, she's a very nice person. She's cordial. She treats you nice. It shocks me a little that she is acquainted with AD, being as much of a chauvinistic that he is. And if anybody disagrees with me on that, well, the proof is in the pudding. The way he acts shows, the way he talks to women. If they speak up to him, then he'll say something else and say, well, how's that for condescending? Just my point of view on it. Hello, Lara. How are you tonight? Lara says Audrey Briggs is going to start readings on Patreon soon. Okay. Now, guys, if you see me looking up towards, I guess, the right or the left on your screen, what I've done where I'm sharing my screen, I can't really see the comments. So I've got the live on my TV, and I'm actually reading the comments off my TV. I plan on with my Patreon money next month, I'm going to actually buy a second monitor, and then I can set this side by side. I think I've actually figured out where I'm going to set up my permanent YouTube channel at. I believe I'm going to do it in my kitchen, at my kitchen table. And I'm going to have my back to the wall and have my backdrop up. And I'm going to have 2 monitors. And then that way I'll be able to use both monitors. One, I can watch us. I'm using my hands a lot tonight, ain't I? And have a pretty good setup, I believe. So this channel, I think, is really taking off. 2 or 3 months ago when I first started, the only thing I could do was film a short video and then upload it to YouTube, and people started liking the parodies. And then I learned how to do lives without having 1,000 subscribers. And now I can do I'm live on StreamYard. I'm sharing my screen. I'm monetized with Super Chat. So I think no, I'm not showing off, JoJo. Please don't take it like that. I'm just, I'm humbled, really, that I could learn all this. You can do anything you put your mind to. You really can. I mean, um, I really don't know what to say. I just, I really appreciate all you guys that are subscribed to my channel, more than you know. So please believe that, because I miss the parodies in your garage. Well, I can still do. I actually done a parody earlier tonight in my garage. Have you not watched that one tonight yet? Where was that at? Here we go. I actually done a new parody tonight in my garage. There was 3 jack-o'-lanterns that woke the armpit detective up in the middle of the night, and there was kundalini and all kinds of stuff going on. You'll have to go watch it. I can't tell you about it. It'll run it. We have Queen Bee in the chat. Who is Queen Bee, Jesse? Forgive me if I should know. What my accent? What kind of accent do you think I have? Daphne, Queen Bee, that you have so many names. Your knickers are still off. Well, that's okay. I probably won't be able to bring you on a live right now, but that'll be all right. Maybe another time when your knickers are back on. Let's see here. The Insider, AK Unicorn. Oh, is that right? Really? Okay, cool. Well, she is welcome, just like everybody else. Unless the chat is disrupted to the point where it's we can't have our live, then everyone is welcome. That's what I do. Well, thank you. It's me. I'm actually off work tomorrow. I might go all night. I don't know. If you guys keep me going, we just might go all night till the daylight comes. So who knows? We'll see. I'm not seeing any posts from Queen Bee. Okay. I see her now, Captain. Okay. Queen Bee, are you Dr. B that was on the Armchair Detective tonight? Good night, Jayla. Too sorry you have to go. It's going to be a good night. Okay, cool. All right, so we have, I guess, Dr. B in the room with us. Hello, Derry. How are you tonight? I'm not sure if it is or not. She says she is. I really have no way to, I guess, verify it or vet her or anything like that. My man whose channel it is. So you're asking me, Daphne, about my accent, what my accent is? You can't tell by the way I talk. I'm from England. If you can't tell I'm from England by the way I talk, something is wrong. I hate burnt toast. Brianna, don't make me angry, woman. All right. Alrighty then. I am from Kentucky. Where are you from, Daphne? How is everybody tonight? Kentucky, baby. Yeah, I am from Kentucky, no kidding. I'm from the big UK, baby. You're in the United Kingdom? Cool. That's awesome. I'm actually in the UK too, University of Kentucky. I have many Wildcat shirts. This, I don't know, I guess you guys can tell that this pullover is my favorite. I wear it just about every day. See if I have any mail. You guys are crazy. I have a thick Boston accent. Did you get in the car? Where did you go in the car? Is that how that's how it is, ain't it? The car. Well, I guess I'm going to stop the sharing the screen for now because I'm not really using it. So I'm just going to go back to this for now, since we're not really using it. Righty. Master of my fate, sure I'm multi-talented. Okay. It's 3:40 a.m. in the UK. You guys in the UK are staying up late with the mocks, man. Yes, guys. We might go all night. How do you guys feel about that? Yes, guys. Uh-oh, that ain't good. We might go all night. I have to mute that. Accidentally clicked on the wrong tab. I actually do like the Boston accent. It's really nice, I think. ZZZ, you're killing us. I'm killing you? Really? I'm putting you to sleep? Hey, when did this start? Just a few minutes ago. Not very long. What Kelly does, it going all night? Oh, yeah, let's go all night. Well, I do know this. I don't have to work tomorrow. So I don't have to get up early. So it is a possibility. It might happen. We might just go all night, guys. Who's going to go all night with me? Show me either a yes or a hand up if you can go all night with me. Oh yeah, Brianna bleeds blue. You don't get in trouble in Louisville for having them blue and white lights up? Blue lights. Uh-oh. Jessie said she'll go. Captain of my soul will go. Oh Lordy. Peggy Sue. You already know, says Kelly. No, I don't know yet. Yeah, if you got the energy, I got the hours. Well, I've got the energy. Sometimes, bro. Yeah, you probably get in trouble in Louisville. I know around here, if you talk about Louisville, it's not a good thing. There's a few Louisville fans, but not many. Sasquatch man. I ought to change my name to the Sasquatch with a dirty beard. That's what they call me. Lex is green teeth, and I'm Sasquatch with a dirty beard, and it don't bother either one of us. Because, like my 8-year-old niece said yesterday, 8-year-old niece said, Whistling Dixie, the lady that made these nasty comments about us, my niece said she must just be in kindergarten because if she was in first grade, she would know not to call people names like that. And I laughed and laughed and laughed. And I thought, wow, that is amazing. So I don't think I'll be, I don't know. I might pick on AD in my parodies, but I don't think other than that I will. I might critique him. I might critique him. Let me ask, did that get on your guys' nerves as bad as it got on mine when he done that like 100 times the other night? That was just annoying. And if his fans like that, Jesus. Well, I don't know about that, Carol, because I've seen Whistling Dixie on AD's live. So I don't know. Yeah, that critique. Oh my God, I just want to be like, he was sitting there talking about channels are no longer allowed to make fun of other channels or they'll be gone December 10th. And then he made fun of Lex probably 30 times. Oh, he's a nasty, vile, venomous man. And he has a tongue that's sharp as a double-edged sword with the words he uses. You know, I found out, guys, I didn't know this. But if I come on here and I sing a song, um, just any song that's on somebody has copyrighted, I could get a copyright strike for that. I didn't know that till the other day. Delivering babies, how many did you deliver, Mel? So Mel has been busy delivering babies. She was not able to watch AD. I believe I would rather see a baby come into the world than watch him. Jesse, you are so nice to me. I appreciate that. Second one now. Oh my. You want to? Can you go live and deliver one on my live? I mean, that would probably bring in a big audience. Can you just take your phone in there and just start, just lay it somewhere where we all can watch it? How about that? Be the first baby ever born on YouTube, and it happened on Braun Moxley's channel. That would be a wild show right there, I tell you. I would say it would be the first time ever that a baby would be born on YouTube. I don't know. I've never seen it. Um, dun, 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 dun. Thumbs up now before I'm too tired to hit it. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. Daniel, you said a minute ago, was it you that said I was putting you to sleep? I can't remember. Somebody said I was putting them to sleep. Oh, there has been, Lara? Okay. Well, I'm pretty much new to YouTube, Lara, so I'm learning something new every day, believe it or not, really. So I'm sure I know you can find out how to do anything to fix your vehicle. So, oh, okay, Jesse. Well, okay, I thought I'd be the first. I'm new to this, guys. Cut me some slack. Um, I thought maybe I'd be the first. Obviously, I'm way behind on the times, and I'm okay with that. But hey, at least I got ideas, right? Some of them are good, some of them not. You don't start with the truth. You end at the truth. Let's play charades. Thank you, everyone, for your prayers. She's home after. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to see what Jan Rock said. Jan Rock says, update on mom. Thank you, everyone, for your prayers. She's home after suffering a severe seizure. She has epilepsy, and after tests, no further stroke. Just needed to thank everyone. All right, guys, that's awesome. That's great news, Jan. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I think I'm foaming at the mouth. I don't know, maybe. The power of prayer work. Yes, it does. It really does. I've seen it in person. Um, I've seen it happen. There is a there is a woman preacher in Winchester, Kentucky, and she might get mad at me for bringing her on up on this, but her name is Pastor Janice Claypool, and her church is called the Ark of Mercy Church. If you guys ever get the chance to check her out, she is on YouTube. She has a few videos up. If you can hear how this woman sings, it is beautiful. And she's she's probably 70 years old now, and has a set of pipes on her like you would not believe. She can really sing a song, and she is a woman of God. If there was ever a woman that was going to go to heaven, it'll be that woman right there. So if y'all get the chance, check. Oh yeah, and I'm going to tell you something else too, guys. My son, he's 22, so it's no big deal. I'm going to tell everybody, because if somebody like AD wants to go in there and start something with him, he can hold his own. He's a lot like his dad, as far as that goes. He started a gaming channel. So if any of you guys like gaming, um, he went and bought a PS4 last night on Black Friday. They're usually like $400. I think that he said he got it for $199. I'm not sure. He had an Xbox before that, but he has actually set up a gaming channel. And this is all one word. If you want to check it out, you don't have to. When I joined, he had like 8 subscribers. But his name is The THE. This is all one word. It's 3 words, but it's all together. The Turd Bird. I know it's weird. I don't know. You'll have to ask him about that. But it's TheTurdBird, The Turd Bird. And that's my son's gaming channel. If any of you guys are into gaming, or your kids are into gaming, um, tell them to check that out. It's he just started it where he got a new TV, and then he bought a TV when he first moved in. He already had one, but he bought another one because him and his girlfriend like to play together, so they got separate screens now. And so if you want to check that out, or your kids do, just tell them the Turd Bird. 3 words, but it's one word. So if anybody's into gaming, or your kids are. All right, guys. Been on 30 minutes. We got all night to go. Yeah, cute. I don't. You'd have to ask him what the meaning of that name is. I think I know, but I don't want to guess and not be right. So if anybody joins this channel, you can ask him what that name means. Yeah, and that's okay, Iva, because he is 22 years old, and believe me, he can hold his own. He has a lot of friends on YouTube gaming with him. So JoJo, when Ron said has a lovely set of pipes on her, don't think he realizes what that means in the UK. What does that mean in the UK? Here it means that she sings really good. So Daniel, what does that mean in the UK? I got to find this out now, because there's no telling what I've said in the UK. Oh, is it boobs? Oh, well, I don't know. I've never looked at her boobs. She's been like a mother figure to me. In the U.S., a set of pipes means a set of lungs, like she can really belt out a tune. Um, so I guess it's just a difference in culture. So my bad, guys. She can really sing a song really good. So she has a church called Ark of Mercy Church, and I'm telling you what, it is. Talk about the power of prayer. If you get that woman to pray for you, wow, she is. She can really bring it to the room. Oh, okay, Stephanie. I'm so. I didn't know. I didn't know it meant that there. I would have said that. So, but hey, um, you learn. So I've stopped watching AD. I'm trying to find a way to stop seeing all Watts channels. Here we go. Let's see what he said. Live and Let Live says, I stopped watching AD. I'm trying to find a way to stop seeing all Watts channels come down my timeline. I'm over it in a nice way. I mean, we understand completely. Live and Let Live. We actually don't talk about the Watts case on this channel anymore out of respect to Frank Rusek. I have thought about adding. I'm going to keep Ron Moxley, but as a tribute, because what brought me to YouTube was the Watts case. So, kind of as a tribute to Shannon and the kids, I'd like to call it SBCN Crime Tube, but leave the Ron Moxley on it so people don't get the wrong idea. But that will be for Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico, and it'll just be a tribute to them because that's what brought me to YouTube. But as far as talking about the case on here, I can't speak for everybody. Everybody is allowed to have their own opinion on this channel. You don't get talked down to, banned, anything like that here. So you can bring your opinion. I want justice for Shanann and those beautiful kids. And if it hasn't been done yet, then I hope it someday gets done. And I know I said we don't talk about the Watts case, but that's really not talking about the case. That's speaking in memory of the victims. So you need a good banner. I do need a good banner. Is there anybody out there that could make me a banner for my channel? I'm new at this, guy, so I'm learning something every day new. I do have a backdrop coming. I've got a green screen upcoming. I think I've decided to set my channel up full time in the kitchen, at the kitchen table, with my back to the wall and have my backdrop up. And well, I hope we don't run you off, Stephanie, because I don't want to do that. I just feel so bad that AD just hammers it in the ground every day, and I honestly believe in my heart that that was probably Frank Rusek on his channel that said, "Please leave my family alone." I can on my YouTube channel, Jesse. Like you know how on my banner it's like clouds in the sky. Green teeth screen up soon. Yeah. I tell you what, the funny thing is those words like that, they don't bother me and they don't bother Lex. We laugh about it. We get a good kick out of it, and my 8-year-old niece even knows that how childish that is. And that's the kind of dirty tricks they pull over there. And they call me a hate channel. And there is more hate coming from them than there ever is coming from me. I've invited everybody from over there if they want a place to come. I'm eventually going to go all true crime. That's what it will be every day. And there'll be a place for people to come. Hello, Rabbit Dog. Welcome. Good night. Hello, how are you? I'm thinking about doing an all-nighter. So, Rabbit, I'm also monetized now with Super Chat. So, I'm not just a YouTube channel anymore. I am a YouTube partner. So December 10th, unless the co-CEO of YouTube says I have to go, I'll still be here. Yeah, that is very true, Daniel. Very true. Yeah, I think anybody, you can say somebody's a hate channel, and a lot of people just believe it. Because I see subscribers, and I know, I see them on his on his channel, and they'll leave comments on my videos like, "Get your own content. You're a hate channel. Why are you picking on AD for?" So instead of coming over and joining one of my lives or watching one of my videos, they automatically assume I'm a hate channel without even forming their own opinion, which, in my opinion, is not the brightest thing in the world to do. No, Mel, I haven't had a chance to look at that yet. Where I work every day, and then I come on here and do my lives at night. I will probably do most of my research on the lives with you guys on my shared screen. I'm eventually going to set up a dual screen with my money from my November Patreon. I'm going to buy a second screen. Yeah, I know. That's going to be awesome, I think. Um, oh, well, thank you, Andrea Brooks. Look at here. All right, light it up. Somebody said a comment back here, and I was wanting to read it. It says, "You're not so hard on the eyes either. Take care, y'all. Good night. Live and let live. Just so you know, you're welcome anytime." Yeah, I understand, Angela. I understand completely. And believe me, there's a lot of here that knows exactly what you're talking about. Um, a lot of us watched. How many? Think of this, guys. Look at it like this: how many subscribers and how big would his lives be if he did not kick people out for having a difference of opinion than him? His theories are always 100% right. He'll condescendingly talk to you. He treats females pretty rough, and that's his most of his audience. That's what I don't understand. I was raised in the South, and in the South, you treat women respect. You hold the door open for them. You open the car door for them. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Um, if you talk bad to a woman, your mom's going to come out and smack you right in the mouth where I'm from. So it is a 11 o'clock, Iva, 11 p.m. on Friday night. Yeah, I agree with that, Lee, but don't leave me. Rabbit, have you done any more lives? I've been at work. I haven't really been able to catch up on YouTube. I like your lives, man. I wish you'd put your face on there. Um, I like the way you talk and what you say and stuff. Um, just put a face with it. I mean, look how ugly I am. If I'm brave enough to put my face on here, surely anybody can do it. Captain of my soul. Captain of my soul, who are you talking to? Do you see why we question you? Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else? Okay, the insider. Okay, I'm sorry. Braun, Angela, Porisky. I'm really ashamed of myself. Okay, hang on. I'm really ashamed of myself. I hope you guys realize that most of us truly are good people. Well, and I hope you realize that we are good people too. Um, I do parodies of AD, and he says he's a comedian. And if somebody was to come on here and do a parody of me, I would laugh. I would think it was funny. I would not call. I took a video clip from AD's live the other night, and I started to make a video with it, but I didn't. He's talking about doing a parody of some kind of drunk landlord, and he calls it a parody, and he says it's great comedy. Um, so I'm thinking, wait, he's done parodies in the past as trying to be a comedian. Listen, if you cannot laugh at yourself, you cannot be a comedian. Trust me. Um, you have got to be able to laugh at yourself. And that's probably the number one rule to being a comedian because you're going to get haggled. Um, yeah, Mel, that's a very good point. And some people will take it too far. And I don't do it out of hate at all. It's it's just something I thought. Look, I found comedy in him, and I just thought, well, gosh, what are we doing here? And I don't know, guys. But I like going over my plans with you because I'm so excited about my channel. Um, Carol Rankin, yes. One, can we have a personality disorder and a form access disorder? What is the point? Okay, I don't understand that, but give me just a second. After your TP, there, I don't understand the same. Okay. I know I seen that. Do not burn my beard off. My beard is my. Everybody says it's dirty, but I swear to you guys, I wash my beard every day when I take a shower. I have beard shampoo, and then I have a. She gets attacked nonstop, and the way she responds is incredible. Very few people can take criticism like Lex and be strong. You're very right, Angela Poriski. She's a strong woman. She's a kind-hearted woman. She's a good mother. She's a good wife, and she doesn't deserve, especially being called green teeth. I mean, come on, how childish is that? What are we in kindergarten? And that just it. And the funny thing is it doesn't bother her. And they call me Sasquatch with a dirty beard. And I can promise you guys, I wash my beard every day. And I have a beard oil that I buy at my barber shop. It's not an oil; it's like a conditioner. I comb it in, and my beard smells so good. You couldn't imagine how good my beard smells. Like I smell it all day long, and I'm like, that smells good. I just want to kiss my own beard, like, oh, but I don't, because that would look really weird if somebody seen me making out with my beard. Um, anyways, off to a better subject than that. Imagine someone coming on live and telling AD his daughter's teeth are green. Exactly, Nicole R. How he talks about how people has attacked his daughter and his son and his family, and yet he is attacking someone's daughter. I'm someone's son. He has delusions of grandeur. I never knew what that meant until last night, and when I read it, it is AD to a T. He's delusions of grandeur. If you don't know what that means, go look it up. It's AD described to the point. Right on the money. Alrighty, guys. Who wants to go all night? We still going all night? Because I sure can. I can't wait till. Okay, so to go back to talking about my channel, I'm so proud. I'm so humble. Um, you don't know the feeling I get knowing I have over 1,000 subscribers. It blows my mind, and absolutely love it. And I've learned, like I said when I first started, the only thing I could do um, is film a short video and upload it to YouTube. And now I've got StreamYard. I can bring somebody on for a live interview. Um, I can share my screen if we're doing research on a case. I'm going to have two monitors, a backdrop, a green screen, so we can put something behind it. Jessie says she's going to make me a banner for my YouTube channel. And I've just got big plans for the channel. And I hope you guys stick with me. You are my first 1,000. You'll always be my first 1,000. You're the guys that got me to become a YouTube partner, and I will never forget that. And if you would have told me a year ago that I would have a YouTube channel with over 1,000 subscribers, I would say you're crazy. And I could, if you don't make a change in your life, new doors will never open, and that's the God's honest truth. I was at a place in my life, employment wise, this time last year, and I was miserable. I hated going every day. And in July, I made a change. And once I made the change, I was on hours where I could start my YouTube channel. And had I not made that change, I would not be here tonight. So sometimes you gotta take a risk, even if you don't. If you're, I was nervous to do it, but I did it, and I don't regret it whatsoever. As a matter of fact, looking back with what I've got now, my job on the day shift, and then I do this at night. I look forward to this. You know, now I make money on it. Hopefully, I can turn it into a full-time job, and I don't have to work during the day. I can do research all day long, and then come on and do a live at night. And I mean, that would be awesome. I think it would be great. And like I said, you guys are my first 1,000. I hope you stay with me. And thank you so much, guys, for this. It really does mean the world to me. And when you guys tell me you're proud of me, that makes me feel even better. So thank you guys very much. And I think what I'll do tomorrow, where I'm off, I'll probably set my YouTube channel up in the kitchen. I need more of a chair with a back support because I'm kind of sitting on the edge of a couch when I do this, where I'm sitting at right now. And my back and my butt starts hurting, which is weird. That's why I move around a lot. So I'm going to get me a chair with a good back support, and I'm going to have it set up. Now I won't have the backdrop up yet. I don't know if I'll have to get a frame for my backdrop or if a frame will come with it. I didn't check before I ordered it, and so I gotta wait to see if I have a frame to put it up with. If not, I can actually make one. Uh, Thank you, Rabbit Dog. That means up a lot. Yeah, I actually am going to. If I did it in my garage, I could actually set up a studio because nobody ever comes out there. But the sad thing is in the winter it's so cold out there, so I would have to get me a heater to put in there too. Um, it's the NHS is tight with giving braces if you're on about teeth braces. I don't know what that means, McDonald's farmer. I don't understand. Actually, Kelly, I have a really nice office chair upstairs. My daughter's kind of hijacked it from me. I bought it for before I done my YouTube channel. I bought it for my computer and my desk I have, and she's took the desk and the chair to her bedroom, and she plays video games in my comfortable chair. So I might have to hijack that back from her, and she can get her own chair somewhere. She's young; it won't hurt her to move around like this. When you're 43 years old, it starts hurting your back. Um, let's see. He means that there are not so many. Oh, okay. I understand now. I see. Yeah, that'd be nice. Do my show on my lazy boy. That'd be awesome. Yeah, well, I thought about just getting like just a small space heater from like Walmart or something. It's not like a huge garage. It's just a one car garage, and I already have a desk out there. I would just have to move it because what I want to do is I want my back against the wall. That way I have my backdrop up. So all I would have to do is move my desk. I have a desk in the garage already. I just have to move it backwards and then put my chair. I'd have to move all my Kentucky posters because I wouldn't want them. I need Lex. If you hear this later, or if you're still on here, I can't get my cease and desist letter to open for some reason in my email. If you can you print yours off or email yours to me? Because what I want to do is change the name Lex Calia and put Braun Moxley on it, and I'm going to put it in the frame and put it on my backdrop. So if you hear this later, um, see if you can do it for me. And then Jesse, no rush on it. I'm just curious, how long do you think it'll take before you have a banner for my YouTube channel made? Just curious. I'm going to frame it, Andrea. I'm going to frame it and put it on my backdrop. Need a lazy boy. Anna, if I was doing the show in a lazy boy, I would fall asleep and you would just watch me lay there and snore. And I don't think anyone would find that interesting. You don't have any closed vents in your garage. I missed that part. I no, I don't think so, Kelly. I can check though. That's a good thing. I never thought of that. Braun Moxley, I want to see Slater. Well, I got one, Iva, but I can't get it to open. Oh, okay. Well, now don't take time out from your family or anything, please. Um, I don't know. Just something to do with true crime. I don't even know how to put it up. I guess if you send it to me, I just click that picture link and post it up. Because you know what banner I'm talking about, right? It's the one right now that has the clouds and the sky on it in the background. Yeah, Lex got hers open, but mine wouldn't open up. Um, and it says she's caused him panic disorder and anxiety, and he can't sleep. Yeah, she couldn't get one of them to open, but she got one. She got two. One of them she got to open, and one of them she didn't. And well, what it says it's got an error message with it. But I'll send it to you. Um, let me see if I can send it to you now. I don't know. Um, my son's texting me, so let me answer this. You still gotta take care of the kids, right? Oh Lord, somebody made a unicorn video and put it up on my Facebook true crime channel. So that's pretty good right there. I can't watch it on here. I might get a copyright strike. So I don't know. I don't know, Jesse. I guess just something like true crime or I had one I was going to use and it said something about it was too big. Um, when I tried to use it, I can't remember what it said now, but Red Bull, it gives you wings. No, excuse me, I burped. Sorry about that, guys. That Red Bull will make you burp. Oh lordy, it's 11, going on 11:30 here p.m. Well, Jesse, I don't have a picture. I don't know. Um, I trust you if you just want to find something on Google or something. I guess just make sure it ain't a copyrighted picture. I think if you find it on Google, you're allowed to use it, but I'm not sure. I think. Whereabouts are you? I'm in Kentucky, McDonald's. Okay. Thank you, Jesse. I really appreciate it. Well, now don't spend a lot of time on it, please. You do enough for me already. Yes. Yeah. How about something like SBCN for Shanann, Bella, Celeste, CC, and Nico? It's like SBCN, um, um, Crime Tube, or something like that. And then I'll keep my channel's name as Braun Moxley and just have the thing that we never forget, Shanann and the babies. How would that sound to you guys? I think it sounds pretty cool. You're supposed to make the company pay before you promote the product. What did I promote? I promote stuff all the time. Hell, I don't even know. Okay, thank you. That's appreciate it. Okay, Sherry Braun, keep it incognito. Andrea, you have a good night. Sweet dreams. Rhonda, yes, I actually have watched Daniel Bishop. He's actually only about 45 miles away from me. He's in Somerset, and I'm in Richmond, so we're pretty close to each other. Hello, Jenny. How are you tonight? I have a lot of good ideas. It's me. Just kidding. I guess Daniel had some problems at home with I don't know if he was spending too much time on YouTube and it caused some marital problems, or AD's blaming it on the hate channels, but I don't think Daniel's ever been attacked by anyone. Um, I mean, people get, if you get critiqued or criticized or criticism, it's not necessarily a hate channel. You know, you're not being attacked. If someone says, "Hey, you said this and that information is wrong," well, why not say thank you for correcting me, because I don't want to put incorrect information out on my channel. It it takes away your channel's credibility if you're reporting incorrect information and then you get upset when somebody gives you the correct information. Um, so hopefully, I never go down the path where I get like that. Yeah, Jody, I'm drinking Red Bull. Yeah, he says let him. That's his problem. He wants to critique himself, and all his theories are right. Everybody else is wrong, and that's why so many people are leaving him. Yeah, I know it's me. I'm stroking the beard again. I'm a beard stroker. Queen Bee, I noticed. I remember in AD's live tonight. You said something about you was from a I think was it war torn country or something. Just curious if you don't mind me asking, where or what country are you from? Actually, Grant, there's a Frankfurt here too, except instead of FURT, it's FORT. Frankfurt is actually the capital city of Kentucky. Yeah, me too, Rabbit. I mean, he attacked you for having a different opinion than him. Braun Moxley, sure, I'm former Yugoslavia. Okay, cool. Well, not cool, but thank you for telling me. Um, I don't really know a lot about Yugoslavia. I've heard it on the news, so I might do some research on that tonight. I have no fear of using my real name, talking shit. Yeah, Carol, I'm the same way. I've always said if they, oh, okay, thank you. I've always said, if they dox me, I wouldn't care. Um, the capital of Kentucky, Grant, is spelled the first way you've got it spelled there, Frankfurt, with an O instead of a U. It's the capital city of Kentucky. It's about 2 counties away from me, 2 cities away from me. About a 45, 50 minute drive, capital city of Frankfurt. Yeah, Patricia, I seen that, and that is one thing that I thought was really wrong. It's one thing to go on there with like the Hugh Janus and stuff like that. Stuff like that's funny, but I actually did get a little upset about the kitty porn thing because I thought that was unnecessary. I don't know how you guys feel. I picked up on it, and I've never said anything about it to anyone. I didn't know if anybody else picked up on it or not. And the sad thing is after he read it, he went searching for the email because he didn't even understand what somebody was doing to him. Yeah. Um, like I said, I got it, and something like that I think is a little bit crossing the line. The huge anus and huge ass and stuff like that I think is funny, but somebody doesn't hear. But just the kitty porn, that's just a little too far. Yeah, I'm 1 city away from Lexington. It's me. I'm about 25 minutes from Lexington. Yeah, that Wendy woman sent me a nice message on Facebook Messenger the other day. You know how he was. I don't know how many of you guys. Yeah, they are, Patricia. They really are. They're not catching a lot, and especially if AD really does have dyslexia, um, then it's pretty bad. Because he ain't gonna be able to catch it himself. Actually, if you want to know the truth, when I watched that, the Spanners actually did catch that. Um, and I seen him delete it, and then he brought it back up on the screen. Now I don't. I guess after a comment is deleted, he can probably bring it back up, or he has control of the control room. But I actually seen that comment get deleted by the Spanners, and then he brought it up to the banner on his channel. Yeah, I agree, Stephanie. Some things are funny, and some things like the Hugh Janus, I thought that was funny as could be. If somebody did that to me and they got me, I would laugh just as much as they did. But that the one was just too far, and I felt bad for AD about that. I don't hate the guy. I don't want him gone. I mean, I get a lot of comedy out of him. So I mean, he's wrong when he says I hate him. I don't hate him at all. I think he should be more open minded to people that come on his channel and have a difference of opinion than he does. Just like here, you're allowed to have whatever opinion you want. You won't be degraded or condescended or anything like that. Oh, Brianna, I don't think I've seen that yet. Is it how? When did she put that up? And by the way, guys, the chat's moving really fast. So if I ask you something or you say something and I don't see it, I apologize. I'm trying to. If I watch it on my TV, it goes a little slower and it's got a bigger area, so it stays on a little bit longer. So when you see me looking like that, I'm actually watching the TV screen. Yeah, I know. That's why he said. And the sad thing is they just up and believe him. They don't come over here and check it out. I mean, Carol Bogdanowitz, she's a perfect example of that. At first, we wasn't very friendly with each other, and then she came back and wrote me a very nice comment. And I was a little bit leery at first. She can attest to that because you know how they send people over to watch. So, but it's good. I'm glad that people have a place to go when they're ousted. I do, and so it's pretty cool. I think. Yeah, he sent a cease and a desist letter. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Well, I just sounded it out. I mean, I didn't know if it was right or not. I was taking a chance on it. Yeah, he sent a cease and desist letter to my employer. It was a low blow, but my employer. Go ahead, it's me. I'm watching. It's me. Go ahead. Yeah, a lot of us did, Carol. Actually, a lot of and more are every day. I get comments from people every day saying, I finally seen the light. I've had people comment to me, yeah, we don't need to lose Rabbit Dog. We need to get Rabbit Dog 1,000 subs, and we need Grumpy Granny 1,000 subs too. Um, I watched Bogart's video on him, and I seen Broad Channel as a recommendation. Like, oh, that's really cool. I'm not sure. I don't know if he can block people. Um, I know he can ghost them where if they make a comment, like they see it, but nobody else sees it. Yeah, we need to get. I have a problem with 1,000 subs too. The key is, guys, I think, and it's what I done is I can't. You come on every night. You be consistent, and if you be consistent and people expect to see you and you're on. I know there was a couple nights I had to miss, and a lot has to do with work and family. I'm going to always put that before my YouTube. But luckily, my kids are older now, and they like to do a lot of stuff on their own. And as a matter of fact, they don't really like to do anything with me anymore. So it kind of gives me some free time. They only need me when they need some money or ride somewhere or some food if they want to eat out. Other than that, they don't have pretty much nothing to do with me right now. I'm going to take some ibuprofen, guys. My tooth's starting to hurt me a little bit again. It's ibuprofen. It's not drugs. Just so everyone knows, I can show them it's ibuprofen. I don't want anyone to think I'm taking drugs on my live. I need to go to the dentist. I guess I got a tooth in the back that keeps hurting. It's probably got a cavity in it or something. All right, we've been on for over an hour. We've only got one about, so it'll be daylight in about 7 hours. Actually, ice hurts me worse than anything. I usually use like a heating pad, Texas Cindy. Did Brian Moxley, yeah, Bogart's channel. I think YouTube sees what you watch and offers you similar vids. That's how I got here. Oh, that's cool. McDonald's Farmer, do you like the channel? Do you like my channel? No, I try to be. It's me. My phone makes me look like an illiterate idiot. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Glad to have you, man. Stick around. It's me. Are you in my Facebook group? Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be a true crime channel, cover other cases. I mean, eventually, I mean, to me, it's like, I don't know, it's just the same thing every day. And I don't know, it's just a tooth way in the back. It feels like it's got like a little, like a hole or something in it, like a cavity. Um, Ron Moxley, is this Bogart's channel, as JoJo said above? No, this is my channel. This is Brian Moxley right here. Uh, James Bogart, he has his own channel. It's a really good channel too. If y'all want to check it out, James Bogart, Bogart. Hello, first time viewer. Where are you from? I'm from Kentucky, Fearless. Where are you from? And welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy it. You don't need 1,000 to keep your channel, or there would never be not be. Yeah, that's what I thought, Stephanie. I thought, well, how would new channels start up? It just doesn't make sense. Um, London, Ontario. Oh, okay, cool. Well, welcome. Glad to have you here. Oh yeah. I mean, I've got that stuff, but I hardly ever mention it. My Facebook page, Kelly. They can put a link up to it if anybody wants to join my Facebook page. How did I find your Facebook group? Do tell. It's called True Crime Files. Jesse, or I think is Jesse the only mod here right now? She can put the link up to my YouTube channel. Oh, you're welcome, Fearless. So, just curious, Fearless. How did you find out about my channel? Just curious. Texas Cindy. I'm from Texas too. Texas Cindy, are you from Texas? I can't believe that. Just kidding. There is my Facebook group. It's me and anybody else who wants to join. Ron, you've seen every. Yeah, I've seen pretty. I believe I have seen every Forensic Files episode. If there's one I haven't seen, it's not very many. Hello, Grumpy Granny. How are you today? I was referring people to your channel there a few minutes ago. Let's see. Yeah, I actually I love that show. Did you get in? It's me. I seen people ask. I was going to approve it, and it looks like somebody already took care of it. Fort Hood, woo woo. DFW, Dallas Fort Worth. The Rose Larner case. Hmm. Oh, you can't hear me? The Rose Larner case. I'll have to check that out. What'd you do, Jesse? What are you saying sorry for? Oh, thank you, Brianna. Look at here. Woohoo! Yes, I do. And is that the one where what's the narrator's name of that show? It's me. I know his name. People tell me all the time, and I always forget his name. Um, I think it's the guy who narrates American Justice that I'm talking about. We got a super chat. I need to have lights start flashing when I get super chat. Oh, that's okay, Jesse. I just didn't know I was going to put them in, but if you did it, that's fine. It's no problem. No big deal. I mean, you helped me a lot, Jesse. If it wasn't for you and Vicky and Mel and Sweet Pea, I don't know what I would do. Oh, okay, I understand. She was killed by her best friend and her best friend. They cut her up, and her boyfriend ate a piece of her thigh. Oh my God. There is a girl. Check this story out, guys. I might go to share my screen right now. I think I'm going to do this, and I'm going to share a story with you guys. And this happened right here in my hometown. Let me look it up and find it. This is a this is still an unsolved case. Let's see. Brooklyn Farthing was her name. So let's see. This might be an update on her here. Um, so this is in my hometown. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Um, let me know if you can. Um, so this is in my hometown of Richmond, Kentucky. I don't want to sign up now. They put so many freaking ads on these local newspapers. It's unreal. But this girl here, she went missing. So it says it's been 5 years. And of course, it's been longer now. This was 2018. Of Madison County was last seen at a home on Dillon Court in Berea. 5 years since her family heard her voice or saw her face. 5 years later, they are still looking and seeking justice. What we know. What follows is a sequence of events that led to Brooklyn's disappearance, as told by the Register by Thomas. On June 21st, 2013, Brooklyn and her younger sister Paige had taken their driver's license tests. Brooklyn passed, but Paige did not, which became a running joke amongst the family for the rest of the day. That night, the girls, along with their family, attended their papa's 70th birthday celebration. He had been ill, and the party was important. Afterwards, the sisters attended yet another birthday field party on Red Lick Road along with a cousin between 7 and 8 p.m. Paige and the girl's cousin decided to leave the party. Brooklyn stayed as she made plans to stay with a friend who was also in attendance. She carried an overnight bag. She was good friends with most of the people down there, said Thomas of the party. My sisters had grown up in the Red Lick area throughout their high school years. The friend whom Brooklyn planned to stay with that night wanted to go spend the night at a boy's house. Uncomfortable with the idea, Brooklyn and the friend had a small argument. She stayed at the party, her friend left. When the party was ending, witnesses saw Brooklyn catch a ride with two young men. Their names are being withheld as no arrests in the case have been made. The three allegedly drove to Floyd Branch Road to see some horses. Later on, one of the men was dropped off at his home. The other man took Brooklyn to his home on Dillon Court. Being in foreclosure, the home had no running water or electricity, Thomas noted. Once there, Brooklyn called Page around 4 a.m. on June 22nd and asked if there was any way their cousin could pick her up, but the cousin had been drinking and was unable to do so. Not wanting their mother to be woken up to come get her, Brooklyn said she would call her ex-boyfriend to pick her up when he got off work from his third shift job. According to Thomas, Brooklyn sounded fine on the phone. There was no evidence of her being drunk or scared. She just sounded tired and ready to come home. Brooklyn made plans with her ex-boyfriend, which her sister said had been confirmed. He would pick her up after he got off work. But sometime after 4 a.m., Brooklyn sent text saying, "Can you hurry? Please hurry, and I'm scared." The text stopped after her ex received one saying, "Never mind," and that she was going to a party with some friends in Rockcastle County, which is just another county away from here. He did try to ask her who she was going with, but she never sent anything back at that point, Thomas said, adding the ex-boyfriend then went home. On Saturday, June 22nd, 2013, Brooklyn was supposed to be going to a car show in Somerset, that's where Daniel Bishop lives, with friends when she never showed and couldn't be reached by phone. They contacted Paige around 2 p.m. After word from Paige that Brooklyn couldn't be found, the family began calling and searching for her. Paige told the family that Brooklyn's friend had said she had left with a man from the party. We had never heard of the man. Paige knew mostly of Brooklyn's friends. However, she would have never left with someone unless she was comfortable with them, said Thomas, adding the family believes he was a friend or a relative of Brooklyn's ex-boyfriend. After Paige obtained the man's phone number, Thomas made the phone call stating that they couldn't reach Brooklyn and were getting a little worried. He told her that yes, Brooklyn had caught a ride with him, but that after bringing her back to his house, he wasn't comfortable staying there since he was friends with her ex-boyfriend and he had left to put the horses back up. Before he left, the man told Thomas no one had come to pick Brooklyn up, but said he heard her talking about a party in Rockcastle County. 20 minutes later, the man calls Thomas again, stating he is scared. All of Brooklyn's things were inside his house. He goes on to say when he returned from putting the horses up that morning, his house was on fire, and that maybe it came from a cigarette Brooklyn was smoking on the couch before she left. All which Thomas said he didn't tell her in the first conversation. Now, what do you guys think about that so far? Yeah, you do a lot of things when you're young, especially when you're drunk. And then she also texted saying, "Please hurry, I'm scared." And a lot of people think that the text that said, "Never mind, I'm going to a party in Rockcastle County," was actually sent by the man's house she was at. Good morning, Michelle. How are you? Um, now, after she sent those texts, they believe that the man's house she was at sent the text that said she was going. Then what they believe, this is what is believed, this is what I've heard as hearsay. I'm in the city, county where this happened. Now, yeah, the later text does not sound like her, especially since she's saying, "Can you hurry? I'm scared." And then all of a sudden, I mean, even when you're young, when you're drunk and you're coming down, you don't want to go to another party. You want to go home and you want to sleep. So, in my opinion, after being at a party all night long, if she had been drinking, I don't think that at 5 in the morning she would decide to go to another party in a county, another county away. Um, so, I think that what the rumor is in this town is, thank you, Patricia. Thank you so much. In this town is that um, the couch was burned to conceal evidence. Um, yeah, I know, Carol. I did the same thing. Um, Now, what the rumor is the couch was burned to conceal evidence, and that possibly, supposedly, the man's house she was at, he worked for the road department, and they said that he knows of places that he could put a body, and nobody would ever find it. Now, how true that is, that's just hearsay that goes around in the, when you're in a town or something happens, you hear information. So the days that followed, when 24 hours had passed, Brooklyn's mother filed a police report. Family and friends went to Dillon Court home to search for themselves. Her items sat on the front porch, among them her shoes. So if she left for a party, she didn't take her shoes. Now, who goes to a party at 5 in the morning without their shoes? Only Brooklyn, the clothes she was wearing, and her cell phone were missing. According to police, records show Brooklyn's phone received more than 1,000 phone calls in 24 hours as people tried to reach her, Thomas said. Starting that Sunday, Kentucky State Police began interviews. That week, large-scale searches were conducted in the Red Lick area and nearby Owsley Fork Lake by police, cadets, people on horses, and by search dogs. A missing piece. Now, police have told the family we can keep searching as much as we want, but they can't keep doing it unless they have a really good reason to search an area, Thomas said, noting the family's desire to see more attention given to the case, which continues to grow cold. Thomas said the Commonwealth's Attorney Office has been seeking information from the case file. Commonwealth's Attorney David Smith confirmed his continued interest in the case to reevaluate steps that could be taken, also citing that his office has had continuing conversations with the investigating detective over the years as well. When asked how the family is doing now that 5 years has passed, of course it's 6 years now, Thomas said they feel like Brooklyn is gone, but something bad truly did happen, as she had no reason to want to run away. It's hard on all of us. There are moments of depression and anger. That's the problem with missing person cases. The family doesn't get closure, and they go through grief over and over again. It never stops, Thomas said. We feel like we know who is responsible. We feel like that person either did it or knows exactly what happened. They have a part in it in some way. You want to scream, just tell us what you did. Since Brooklyn no longer has a voice, Thomas said, she feels it is her responsibility to speak for her sister. Because of this, she does countless interviews about her sister's story, which have appeared on various news outlets across the nation. Oxygen Network will publish a show about Brooklyn in an online miniseries, and I think that show is actually out now. If you guys want to look that up on Oxygen. It says, additionally, the family continues to keep Brooklyn's story alive at findbrookfarthing.com. So if you want to check out that website, it's findbrookfarthing.com. You can see it there on the screen. I'm running over it with the mouse or the cursor, in hopes of bookending the nightmare they have endured for 5 years. There, information about Brooklyn's case can be found, as well as a tip line where information can be sent anonymously to the family as they look for credible information to send to KSP, Kentucky State Police. A $14,000 reward is also being offered for information leading to Brooklyn's return of the capture and conviction of those responsible for her disappearance. If multiple people provide credible information, the reward will be divided among them, according to Thomas. Thomas said she hopes that everyone who reads the story or hears an interview is given a sense of what happened that fateful night, and that the rumor mills will stop. There is only a few hours that something could have happened between Brooklyn's phone call to Paige around 4 a.m. and the 911 response call to the fire on Dillon Court just after 7 a.m., said Thomas. There is a missing piece. I feel like if someone that might have been up that morning saw something they thought just was minor as a vehicle passed and finally lets us know, that could be what we need. We just want closure. We want to put her to rest the way she needs to be. Now, this is just a little information I can add to the story. Um, The house she was at that night, across the street from this house, her Sunday school teacher from when she was a kid lived right across the street. So it's being said that if she ever felt like she was really in danger, if she had been able to, so she might have been held against her will, because with the Sunday school teacher living right across the street, she could have. Somebody said that she just didn't want to, disturb her Sunday school teacher. Let's see here. And according to Kentucky State Police, um, over the past 5 years, officers have followed countless tips and examined the case for things that might have been missed. They ask that anyone who knows anything please come forward to assist the investigation. To contact Kentucky State Police, you can dial 859-623-2404 or download the KS Police app. So that's a very sad story there, guys. And I remember when that happened, and it's just awful. What goes to another party? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kelly. You don't leave a party at 5 in the morning and leave your shoes. And like I said, when I was in my drinking years, um, I never left. At 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning when you're um, coming down. Paint Lick, Kentucky. Yeah, there is a lot of names in Kentucky. There's Big Bone Lick. That's a city in Kentucky. There's all kinds of crazy names out there. Um, yeah, you might go hit the Waffle House at 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning, but you don't go to the another party. Let's see what somebody just said something here. Please, everyone, I made a contract and my daughters and I signed it. It says no matter the time or why they will call me, and I will not be able to question or yell at them when I pick them up. That is a great idea. A lot of times, kids are scared to call their parents that they're going to be in trouble when they've been drinking or they've done something that they shouldn't have been doing. But if they would just call the parents, for instance, this case right here, if she had just called her mother to come get her, um, she would be with us today. Yeah, the Savannah Spurlock case, Kelly, that was right here in my hometown also. There's like a rumor that, well, not a rumor, but it's like a, what do you call it when it's like uh, just an inside story about our town that there's always women going missing, and it's really sad. And shit, the Savannah Spurlock case, they just recently found her body, um, and it was they had to describe the position that the body was in. Uh, Yeah, her friends that night, I think, and they probably have so much regret over this that you probably couldn't even imagine. Yeah, I don't think it's cursed. It's just women go missing in this town. Um, I mean, it's not like there's 10 or 15, but there's enough to catch your attention. I think if you called a taxi driver and you said, "Look, I'm in a place where I'm scared. Can you take me home?" I believe a taxi would probably take you home at no charge. This is just unbelievable. This girl was 18 years old. She had her whole life ahead of her. She was a beautiful girl. She had just got her driver's license that day. Now, how sad is that? She's probably excited beyond belief, and it's just a sad, sad story. Um, it's a lot like the Savannah Spurlock case. If you guys are familiar with that case, it happened right here in Richmond also. Now that case has actually been solved. Michelle Hamburg, this case right here is Brooke Farthing. BROOKE, farthing, FARTHING. Um, well, not, I wouldn't say lots of women, but there's been enough to catch attention. Like in the past, since Brooke Farthing went missing, there's probably been like 3 or 4 go missing, and I think 2 of them's been solved and 2 of them haven't. Um, yes, someone was arrested for Savannah's murder. His name was, I think, David something Sparks. Let me look it up right quick. Give me just a second. I'll find about Savannah, who the guy that was arrested. He was not he was arrested just over the summer. Give me just a second. Here's something right here. What was the guy's name? David Sparks, 23 years old. He was identified as one of the 3 men last seen with Spurlock in January. Sparks was arrested Thursday and charged with abuse of a corpse and tampering with physical evidence. He's also been charged with murder now. Um, the detective, and here I can show you guys a picture of the defendant or the perpetrator. That's David Sparks right there. That's the man who killed Savannah Spurlock. Now, the detective, yeah, McDonald's farmer. It's enough to catch your attention, definitely. Now, see, I can't figure out why it's not going to. Let me see if I've got it on the. Okay, I got to click on it. Here we go. My bad, guys. I didn't click the right button. I'm new to this, so there was 2 others that were up persons. Yes, there were 2 other persons that were persons of interest. I have heard now. This is just area gossip in my town that there is a cell phone video of them all 3 sexually assaulting her that night. Um, Now, this guy here, the girl that he's charged with murder, uh, I just said that it's McDonald's farmer. I just said that it's not like 10 or 15 women have been missing, but it's enough to catch your attention. Probably 3 or 4 in the past 6 years, all in this area, and this is not a big town. Uh, yeah, he looks like a police officer, but he's a. They said he was been a bully all of his life. Now this is the girl. This is Savannah Spurlock. Now this is the girl that was missing and killed. She was missing for about 6 months when they found her body. Um, oh, you're welcome, McDonald's. No problem. Now this is Savannah. She was a very pretty girl. Um, she had 4 kids. Um, 2 of them were 4-week-old newborn twins, and she had went out to the bar. Her mother was babysitting for her, and surveillance video showed her leaving the bar with 3 men. Now, the bar they was at was in Lexington, which is about 30 minutes north of Richmond, the town I'm in. Now, they left the bar and they went through Richmond, which is my town, and they went to a town about 25, 30 minutes south of Richmond, a town called Lancaster. Uh, they supposedly went to this guy, David Sparks' house, all 3 of them. Supposedly, there is a cell phone video of all 3 of them sexually assaulting her. Now, with 4-week-old twins, she wouldn't even be healed up enough to have sex, probably. It's usually like 6 weeks, I think it is, after a baby's born before they tell you that it's okay to have sex. From what I can remember from when my kids was born. Um, now, this girl here, she left with 3 men. They say there is a video of that. Now, there is a woman in the neighborhood where this happened, and said she heard screaming coming from the house that this girl was murdered in, and she tried to get her husband up to either go help or because she was scared and didn't know what to do. She tried to get her husband up, and she said he was heavily intoxicated and she could not raise him. And so instead of doing anything, she done nothing. And she said to this day, it haunts her that that happened. Um, Now, with Savannah Spurlock, they actually found her body on the guy that the picture that I showed you, the guy David Sparks. Um, no, she wasn't married, and they found her body on David Sparks's dad's property. Now he was a preacher, is what they said, a pastor, and he called police and said that there was a smell on his property, I guess, of a decaying body. Well, they found Savannah buried on his dad's property, and they said her body was folded in half, that her head was at her feet. It was folded in an awkward and unnatural position, is what they said. So I don't know if it was folded backwards or forwards, but it was described by the detective in court as an unnatural position. Okay, so that's Savannah Spurlock, and what a pretty girl. And she she was, I think, 22 when she went out. It says she's 23, but she was 22 when she went missing. She died that night, so she never turned 23. They say 23-year-old because her birthday happened while she was missing. Um, Now, from this story here, he's just charged with abuse of a corpse and tampering with physical evidence, but the grand jury has returned uh, an indictment on murder on him, and they have not released the details of the autopsy yet. So um, it's really sad. And what scares me is I have a daughter that's 13, and that scares me to death. What um, men and even women will do to people, it is just I don't know what gets into people and possesses them to do something like this. It's just unbelievable to me. And there is, that case is here in Richmond. The case I showed you just before that, the Brooklyn Farthing case, it's here in Richmond. Then we also have all the cases that's down in Bardstown, Kentucky. I don't know if you guys have heard about that. There's like 4 murders that are unsolved in the past 6 years, and it's a small town. Then in I can't remember what town. I think it is Bardstown where Crystal Rogers. She's missing from there. The police officer was murdered there. Um, oh, I know it's me. It's very frightening. Very. Are you married? It's me. Do you? Is the? Just curious. Jody, the name sounds familiar. Sorry, guys, I haven't been keeping up with the chat, but sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the chat. I'll try to stay on top of it now. And when I do that split screen like that, I have to watch the TV screen. Okay, so Mox, there's a few things you missed while doing that. My friend has been missing since Sunday, and they believe he could have been killed for his Hellcat car. Oh, geez. That's terrible. Okay. I was just curious. I didn't know. Ron Moxley, any similarities in the unsolved cases? Could it be a serial killer? Are you familiar with? I'm not familiar with Russell Williams. However, in the cases in Bardstown, it is so odd. The first case, well, the first incident happened in like 2012, 2013. Um, I'll see if I can slow it down, but I'm not going to be able to talk about the cases and keep up with the chat, so I apologize. I really do. Um, if there's something that really needs to get my attention, if so, I know there's a couple in the chat that have my Facebook Messenger. I've got my phone laying right beside me, so if you need to get my attention, just send me a message there. But as far as Bardstown, Kentucky, um, is that the one that was the Colonel, Russell Williams? Was that the Colonel in like Canada or something? Okay, yeah, I seen the police interrogation video of him. He had like a flat top buzz haircut. Is the screen lagging or out of sync? I don't know. It's not on my end. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really seen a lot on that case, but I have seen the interrogation video. Yeah, I seen that part. It's me. And he thought he could outsmart the detective because he was one of them people, a narcissist. He thought he could outsmart everyone that was around him, and it just didn't happen. But going back to these Bardstown cases, the first one happened, I believe it was 2013. There was a police officer named Officer Ellis, Jason Ellis. Um, he had just called in to dispatch that he was off duty. Um, yeah, I think so too, Jan. I gave her a phone when she was 10 years old when everybody said she was too young to have a phone. And she's always been real responsible. And her first phone at 10 years old, she kept it in such pristine condition. She cleaned it all the time and just she kept it real nice. And it's always been good. And I think that if she ever had a problem, she would come to me. Even her mom, I believe she would come to one of us because I think that's the case. But in Bardstown, Kentucky, the police officer, Jason Ellis, he had just called off duty. He was heading home. He had a wife and a young child. Um, from all accounts, he was a great cop. Um, he stopped. There was branches in the road. This was on a exit off of what's called the Bluegrass Parkway. It's like an interstate. It's like a 4-lane interstate, but it's a parkway. Um, and he got out to pick the branches up out of the road. It was like a setup. It was almost like they knew he would be there. Um, at first, they thought it might just be somebody that just wanted to kill somebody, and they end up killing a cop. Um, but he got out to move the branches out of the road, and as he did, he was shot with a shotgun from up on a hill that was close to the edge of the road, and he was killed. That left his wife widowed and his son without a father. Um, then, not long after that, a school teacher and her daughter, their house was broken into and they were both murdered. This is the same small town in Kentucky. Then, shortly after that, Crystal Rogers went missing, and she was dating a guy that I guess he owned some property, and his brother was a police officer. Um, I can't remember. It's Nick something, I believe. Um, but anyway, they thought maybe them two was in on it. Well, this is how bad the case got. Um, the sheriff's office was investigating because it happened in the county, and the brother worked for the city Bardstown City Police. Well, the sheriff called him and asked him to come in and do an interview, and he said no, there was nothing he could offer to the case, and he wasn't coming in. So they thought that was odd. So the police chief says, "Hey, you're a police officer." In his actual words, he said, "You get your ass down there to that interview, and you do what you can do to help." Well, anyway, this guy, he has a terrible, you can watch the video on YouTube. He's getting interrogated by the sheriff and the state police, and he was just arrogant as all get out. And the police chief said he knew. He said, "Yeah, it's me. Can you throw my Facebook link up again for it's me, Jesse, if you don't care?" Okay, and then that police chief said, "I'm going to take great pleasure in firing your ass," and he fired him right there on the scene. He said, "As a police officer, he should never do anything to hinder a case." So supposedly, he hindered the case, and the girl went missing. Well, you know how it is with the police; they get other cases, and cases start growing cold. The Crystal Rogers girl, her dad started his own investigation. He had a cardboard filing box that he kept all the information he found in it. Apparently, he was getting close to the truth of what had happened. Um, and the father and grandson and son were all on a hunting trip. They went on a hunting trip at the same time every year. Well, there was a gunshot, and the father of Crystal Rogers, was killed instantly. It was like a sniper shot. This happened before daylight because they was out in the field getting ready to go hunting. Now, once daylight broke, they found an area in the trees that had been cut out where a shooter or a lookout person could be, and they actually found a nick on the tree where they believe the rifle went off. So the father of Crystal Rogers, who's missing, she's never been found even to this day. Now the father, so he was killed, and now that's the last thing that's happened. But this is all in a small town in Kentucky. So you've got a police officer killed, you've got a school teacher and her daughter killed, then you've got Crystal Rogers going missing, and her dad doing his own investigation, and he gets shot, sniper style, in a field while he's hunting. So obviously, somebody meant to shoot him. So, and his wife thinks that he was getting close to finding out where his daughter was. So, these are all great cases to look up. Very intriguing. They'll catch your attention. They did me. So if you guys want to check those out, you're all more welcome to. The Crystal Rogers case, it actually has a like a 5-part series on I think it's on like Oxygen or Investigation Discovery. It's one of those channels like that. It might be even be on Amazon Prime Video, or I think it is on Amazon Prime Video. You just type in, it's called The Disappearance of Crystal Rogers, and there's 5 episodes to it, and they bring in a nationally known reporter. I can't think of her name right now, but she's well known. She done like Inside Edition and things like that. And then they brought in a like a third party, somebody that wasn't even involved in the case from out of town. He was a retired 30-year detective from New York. He had a percentage of arrests on cases that was really good. So they bring him down and they start investigating the case. Now it's a 5-part series. There's like 5 episodes. And if I'm telling you right now, if you start watching the first episode right now, you will have to watch all 5 of them in a row if you don't have to get up and go to work or something. It gets you that interested into it. It's unbelievable. Um, the word I was thinking of was independent investigator. They brought him down from New York. And that's the Bardstown, Kentucky case. And then here in Richmond, also back in 2015, there was a police officer killed. He was investigating a robbery call, and he had went to a house, and the robbery suspects were in there, and the guy that ended up killing the police officer, he was in the back bedroom with the handgun, and he told the guy that answered the door, he said, "If you let that cop in here, I'm going to kill him." And the guy answered the door and told the cop, he said, "There's nobody in the house." And the cop said, "Well, can I search?" And he said, "Yeah." And there was 2 officers there at the time. He just happened to be the officer that came in first, and he shot the officer in the head. Now, here's what's not interesting, but it's coincidental. The officer that was killed in Bardstown, Kentucky, was named Jason Ellis. The police officer that was killed 2 years later in 2015 in Richmond was Daniel Ellis. So, two officers named Ellis in Kentucky killed within 2 years. Now, Daniel Ellis, he also had a wife and a young son, the same thing as Jason Ellis. So, there is a lot of similarities between that. So, I'm telling you guys, I could really get into this true crime stuff. And I actually rode in Glenn Rogers' serial killer. I rode in his van when I was 14 years old to pick up my first paycheck when I was working in tobacco at 14 years old. Me and my best friend. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Glenn Rogers, but I rode in his van at 14 years old to get my paycheck from working in tobacco. And this was supposedly before he went on his killing spree. I can remember me and my best friend sitting on his grandmother's back porch, and Glenn Rogers sitting there crying his eyes out over the woman he was with at the time. Yeah, Rabbit, it's crazy. It really is. Are you familiar with Glenn Rogers, Rabbit Dog? Yeah, Glenn Rogers was a scary guy for real. If you're not familiar with Glenn Rogers, Rabbit, there is a documentary on YouTube called, I think it's something like, here, well, let me look. I can share the screen and we can look it up. We won't watch it because of copyright um, strike, but I'll show you which one it is. Uh, let me make sure I got this up right. Okay, yeah, I do. So give me just a second. This is pretty cool, guys. I really like this. Yeah, Glenn Rogers. Yeah, Glenn Rogers, my brother, the serial killer. This is it right here. So it's an hour and 27 minutes long, and it's really good. I'll be back in just a minute, guys. I have to use the bathroom. Been on for 2 hours, so give me just a second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Had to use the bathroom. Had to pee, but I had to wee. I didn't have to do the other thing in the stall. Just the wee. Now, let me ask you this, guys. I'm just going to try this. I'm not going to do it just for a second because I don't want a YouTube strike. But I'm going to start this, and just can you guys let me know if you can hear the video on it? So let me
Some
do.
body washes you rub on your skin are classified by the FDA as synthetic detergent.
Can you guys hear the audio on that? Okay.
I waited like 12 days trying to figure out what to do. I didn't want to turn my brother in. Guilty about the people dying. I was utterly confused. I didn't know what to think or do.
Welcome back, listeners. Hamilton resident Glenn Edward Rogers is top of the news for all the wrong reasons.
Glenn Edward Rogers is wanted by Los Angeles, California for a homicide. He's wanted in Jackson, Mississippi in connection with a homicide. He's wanted in
Now, I rode in his van to go get my paycheck when I was 14.
Mutilated victims. Authorities warn that Rogers is armed and very dangerous.
I came to a realization.
Yeah, that's correct, Michelle.
I was turning in a serial killer. My brother hadn't lived there for a long time.
Well, let me ask you this. Will we get in trouble if we group watch this on here? Just curious.
Arrested in Kentucky, wanted for killing women across the country. Could it be my brother was really the worst serial killer America has ever seen?
How many people have you killed, Mr. Rogers? Huh? How many people?
Glenn Rogers is my brother. He said they haven't even scratched the surface. He said 70. He had murdered 70 women.
Did you do this, Glenn? Did you kill those women?
So look at that face. I rode with that guy.
At the jail, you interview me. Did you kill the women?
And could it be my brother was the real killer behind America's most sensational?
So we're just watching the preview of it. We're not going to watch the whole thing. That way I don't get in trouble. So this is just fair use for watching the preview.
Nationally known forensic scientist Henry Lee identified
Yeah, I'm critiquing it, so technically it's fair use because I'm putting my comment. What I can do, guys, is I can pause this like this, and then we can critique it, and it would be fair use because I'm in the screen also. So what do you guys think about that face? I rode with that guy. What do you guys think about that? It's Glenn Rogers, and he actually is a suspect in killing Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. So we'll just watch the preview of this, and then I'll take it off because we're critiquing the preview, and then I'll take it off so we don't get a copyright strike. So this is just a preview, and we're critiquing it, and then if you guys like it, you can watch it later. I don't know if he's Kenny Rogers' brother or not, but yeah, I rode with him. He took me. I was 14 years old. I was working in tobacco. It's a large tobacco company in the town I grew up in, called Rickard Seeds, and he took me to get me and my best friend, and he took us to get our paychecks for that week. So
Glenn told me when he called, if you guess who I'm partying with, Nicole Simpson. Actually, what he told me, he said, they got money, they're well off, and I'm taking her down. My brother is killing dozens of people, and I'm the only one who knows it. If I don't say something, I am just as responsible. If Glenn ever gets an opportunity to watch this, I'd like to know I really did love him. I don't want. I don't know what else I could have done.
see Glenn as a baby, I just wonder what went wrong, what happened to him. Yeah, he's just a little innocent child to grow up to be a monster, so they say, and kill people. I don't know what happened.
How many people did you kill? I think you're either go one way or you go the other. You get filled with love or you get filled with hate and anger. It's what you get filled with first. If you're cared for and loved and encouraged, then you're going to turn out a good person. If you're beaten, tortured, starved, deprived, you're going to turn out like an animal.
My name is Sue Rogers, and I'm the oldest child, and Glenn Rogers is my brother. My mother's name is Edna Mae. She was always into church, a full gospel Pentecostal.
So you
And
guys
they used to
interested
sing
in
on the
this? You want
radio.
me to keep
And she
going
was
and
brought up-
critique it, or what do y'all want to do? I'll leave it up to you guys because I'm not really sure the rules. I think if I'm watching along with it, I know that there's a wrestling channel where they watch the pay-per-views and they just critique it throughout, and they're allowed to do that. So, okay.
Real strict, she couldn't wear pants or shorts. She had to wear skirts real long and no makeup. And they went to church like 3 or 4 times a week. My father had just got out of the military.
Yeah, I don't want to get a copyright strike either. So what I'll do is I'll stop it here. We just critique the beginning of it, the previews of it. So what we'll do is we'll stop that, and let's see. I'll go back to here. Now that's pretty cool that we can watch videos, and you can hear the sound. That's really neat, I think. Yeah, I don't know if we could watch the whole thing because I'm afraid to get a copyright strike, and I know that there's people watching my channel that would just love to get me in trouble. Guys, I got Schlooper Chat now. Schlooper Chat. We want to watch you stroke your beard. Is that right? Well, all right. There you go. You think I should trim that off? It's getting pretty long now. Yeah, Avatillo, but that was on TV, though. If this is watching YouTube on YouTube. So, that, I mean, I don't know. Could the copyright strike you for watching YouTube on YouTube? I don't know. So, I don't know. Maybe we should do some more. I should do some more research into it to find out. Don't shave my beard off, Jan. Yeah, Glenn, he looked just like that back then when I rode with him. And at the time, I didn't think nothing of it. In hindsight, now you're like, holy crap. No, I'm not going to shave my beard off. It's going to keep growing. I'm going to grow it about like, are you guys familiar with Braun Strowman, the wrestler? All right, so we got a group that wants me to shave it and a group that doesn't want me to shave it. Did you write with him? Yeah, I know, Carol. That's why I said where we just critique the preview of it. Because I was on the screen also and we was talking about it. So we have fair use to critique. And what we did was we critiqued the preview of it. We didn't watch the whole film. I just did that. That's like watching a preview at the movies. Damn, I'm not marrying you in Paint Lick then. I'm not in Paint Lick. I'm in Richmond. Paint Lick's a little farther from here. You know I love. See, the chat's moving really fast. You know I love Braun Strowman, my boy. Well, I'm actually trying to grow my beard like Braun Strowman's. Actually, Braun Strowman and John Moxley is where I come up with my YouTube name, Braun Moxley. And if anybody doesn't know that, it's pretty cool. A little tidbit there for you. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Thank you. Well, all right, Avatilo. Thank you very much. Don't grow it longer. Either leave it or make it a little shorter, but don't shave it. I want to grow it pretty bushy like Braun Strowman. Here, let me look up the picture of Braun Strowman for you guys. So for the people that doesn't know who he is, just let me do this. Well, hold on. I gotta share the screen. %90 of beards have fecal matter on that. Now, how would a beard get fecal matter on it? You like big old boys? It's me. He's a big old country boy. He's from Tennessee, isn't he? Yeah, I know. Thank God. Supposedly, he started his. Oh, really? That's funny. Your daughter thought I was her dad. I'm unsubscribing if no trim. Well, I just tell you, I can't shave or trim my beard. It's one thing I can't do. I'm sorry. I'd probably do just about anything else except shave or trim my beard. I'm trying to grow it long. Yeah, I know. I'm getting all fancy these days. When I first started, I only think, oh, look at there, Jan Rocks. Wow, that and Vicky Rogers, my biggest ones. Thank you so much. You don't know how much that means to me. But I forgot. Well, see, when I start reading comments, I forget what I'm going to say. What was I saying, guys? I can't remember now. Oh, when I first started, the only thing I could do was make a small video and upload it. I didn't know how to edit anything. I didn't know how to piece them together, anything like that. Well, thank you, Infinite Beauty. That's very sweet of you to say. It really is. Yep. All right. Who's going to beat Jan Rocks at the super chat? I see. Do you visit a lot? Yeah, Red Ruby. That's a good point. You know, Red Ruby. That's a funny name. My daughter's dog is actually named Ruby, and it's named that because it's got a red color. Big old dog. It's a female dog, and it is the smartest dog you've ever seen. So it's cool. What if we raise money for charity to do it? Shave my beard? No. We'll have to find something else to raise money for charity. I'm all about raising money for charity and helping people, but I cannot shave my beard for it. So, yeah, British pound is even more in US dollar, isn't it? I believe. I've got news for you. I'm not going to shave my beard. You know that's one thing when my daughter, you know how teenagers are, they get all mouthy on you. And thank you, Jesse. And I told her, I said, "What if I accidentally cut a big piece of your hair off?" She said, "What would you do if I accidentally shaved your beard off in the middle of the night?" And I was like, "Oh Lord, I'm not going to do that." But I just don't understand, Carol. You have to explain to me, how would you get fecal matter in your beard if you wasn't, I guess, down in somebody's butthole area? I could see that happening, but I just, You got to explain that to me a little bit more. Oh yeah, and I still have to look for a picture of Braun Strowman for you guys. I forgot to do that, so I got to share screen again. I'm getting good at this now, guys. So we'll look at Braun Strowman so I can show you who I want to grow my beard like. And you can tell me what you guys think. So let's do images. Okay, so that's how I want my beard right there. Pretty much like this one. That picture there. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's a monster beard from the Monster Among Men. That guy right there is I wouldn't want to tangle with that guy right there, I'll tell you. Oh, Iva. Hello, Mel. Mel, we're going all night. You didn't know that? Can't believe we're still up. Well, we're going all night. I'm going to pull an AD. Well, now that might be true for some people, Carol, but I wash my hands a lot and I wash my beard every day. So I don't think I'm going to have fecal matter in my beard. Okay, McDonald's farm, Michelle. Yes, a lot of YouTubers are mad. Even certain words get you demonetized. I didn't believe it myself until I read the terms. Okay, that's good to know. So for Queen Bee for critiquing the preview of that Glenn Rogers documentary, could that get you a strike on YouTube? You have done 4 operations while we have been chatting. You've been out saving people's lives and everything, and we've been messing around on YouTube. See, there must be a difference in where you're located, Mel, because in the United States, nurses pretty much don't do anything anymore. They have like nursing assistants and everything that do all the hard labor. And the nurses are kind of like doctors here now. They just pretty much give out orders and things like that, sign the paperwork and different things like that. Mel, you're a great woman. You know that. Just FYI. Hello, Spanners, AD, you dirty peeping toms, LOL. Did you read about 100 pages of YouTube reels? What words can't we use? Oh. So, Queen Bee, I never did see your answer if you answered. Could I get a copyright strike for watching the first part of that documentary? Oh, you're a nurse too? It's me? Oh, that's cool. 2 nurses in the room. If anybody gets sick, they're in a good place, ain't they? Mel is an angel, says Carol Bogdanowitz. I think it's okay as long as you have your face on it and you are commenting on the video. But smoking or saying words too frequently gets you demonetized. Smoking frequently or smoking at all. Somebody said you're not supposed to smoke at all anymore. But I've always smoked on my videos. I mean, that's like part of me, who I am. And thank you for the info too, by the way, because like I said, I'm fairly new to all this. So we got 73 people in the room. That's pretty good for this time of night. It's almost 1:00 in the morning in the United States. Smoking at all, but saying words frequently. Theater nurses can't delegate. Surgeons delegate us. Okay. Well, Carol, you got a job. I mean, I just became a new subscriber. Thank you, Fearless. I hope you enjoy the channel and welcome. I appreciate that. Sex, predator, rape, murder. Oh gosh. Well, pretty much, you can't talk about anything really, then, can you? And that's on YouTube, Grant. Chainsmoke is. Well, maybe they're just a show and they're not monetized. That could be the case. I don't know. I'm not used to it. I can see Mel Evans. Her face is pretty big on my big TV. I think I'll just leave that there. Been up all night with the mocks. Well, it's just now getting close to 1 a.m. in the morning here. It's in their anti-tobacco and anti-alcohol stuff. They see it as promoting, and they don't allow profit. Oh, okay. Well, I would have thought, just a commentary here, smoking. If that was that I would already have been got in trouble. Because I just got monetized today, so they obviously have reviewed me just recently. Oh, I've got, I think I bought 4 cans of Red Bull. I usually drink one of these in the morning and one of them in the evening. I can drink one of these and go right to sleep. So, but now when I drink them in the morning, they wake me up really good. So I don't know what maybe it's just in my head or something. I should contact Red Bull and get them to sponsor me. Fearless, me and you we're on the same time zone then, because that's what time it is here. Pretty cool, eh? $71 watching. 3 comments. You got your wings yet? Yeah, I'm getting ready to fly off. Red Bull is horrible for your heart. What's somebody say about my beard? Well, that is a lot of beard, but when you groom well, why the heck not? Yeah. Braun, there is another YouTube channel who smokes. Okay. Yeah, but I wonder if they're monetized. But the thing about that is, guys, is I've smoked in all my videos, and I just got reviewed today, so they had to have seen it. 11:47, doing your nails. Well, you can always go to BitChute. No rules at all. What is BitChute? It could probably suit you, Brian. You could carry it off. I could carry what off? Yeah, I've seen Astral Pilot smoke on his channel. Shoosh, don't grass yourself, matey. I don't know what that means, buddy. I don't know what that means. You don't smoke a lot. Yeah, and mostly I just take a cigarette and hold it. If y'all ever notice that, most of the time I just have one just kind of playing with it. What does that mean, McDonald's farmer? I don't understand. Don't shoosh, don't grass yourself, matey. I'm a little confused. I'm kind of slow. It's getting late. Still want those numbers. Ron Moxley. Oh, okay. I got you now. Sorry about that. I told you it's early. I'm getting a little slow. See if anybody needs to join the True Crime Files. It looks like everybody's been in. Checking. Oh, okay. Checking my messages here. See if I've got any nasty messages from any of the spammers. This is the message I got from Wendy Johnson. She threatened to commit suicide one night on AD's channel when they were all talking about the hate channels, and she made the comment. I've got the screenshot of it. She said, "Well, I'm about to commit suicide," and they'll have that on their hands talking about what they call the hate channels. And then she wrote me this message on YouTube Messenger, which I haven't responded to. It says, just FYI, I have no crazy thought. It was a smart ass comment to someone else. I am very much in my right mind, so remove my name from your video, please. And since she demanded me, I didn't do it. If she would have asked nicely, I would have. People don't realize that you really do catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. 1,067 subscribers. Give me just a second, guys. Answer important messages. And then I'll be back with you because we're going all night, remember? Wendy Johnson, she is a big time AD supporter. She makes a lot of nasty comments. Is everybody still wanting to go all night? You leaving, Jesse? Cheerio, Chin Chin. Well, there's a long way. Hello, hello, hello. Are we going all right? I'm trying to get through all the messages. So give me just a second. I think I got through them all. Give me just a second. Sorry, guys. Just trying to answer all the messages I get. Is the brightest of ideas to have the comment there now on your video of one by me? Oh yeah. What happens is I forget. I put it up there and then I just leave it. So sorry about that. I heard Bobby 3700 on another channel that Cadle is done with AD. Now that's what I heard on a Jesse, are you gone yet, sweetie pie? I would just like to thank Jessie back for all she does. She mods the channel and she mods she admins the Facebook group. She does so much work and she is such a sweetheart, guys. You need to give Jessie back a big props because she is such a sweet person and does so much and doesn't ask for anything in return. So I just want to publicly thank you, Jessie, for all that you do. You're a good one. And I am glad that you are here on this channel. And Mel Evans, she's a great mod too. But a lot of times she's off delivering babies. Yeah, AD had a real big problem with Cadle. And then when she come on the show, he was all about her. Really, Jesse, in all honesty, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all you do. And are you going to sleep now? If you are, I hope you have a good night and sweet dreams. McDonald's, I have not seen Wendy on here, but I do see her on AD's channel. Yeah, thank you. It's me. They do a wonderful job, and they never ask for anything. Yeah, Paradoxes. I love Paradoxes channel. Yeah, she might. I made a video of her and AD the other night. It was called Pulitzer Prize winning um, interview, and I guess you guys might have watched it. I thought it was pretty good. It was just a bunch of clips of both of them together. I don't agree. I don't agree. I agree. I don't like CK one bit. I've watched CK a couple of times, and she seems like a friendly, but I don't know her that well. I hear a lot of negative about her, but like watching her channel, I've never like felt any like negative energy coming from her. Of course, I've only watched her a couple times, so I could just not be seeing what everybody else is seeing. So I'm just curious about that. Guys, we've got 67 people in the room. We need to start waking some people up. I think he lied to her and said she would have thousands in the chat. And when he told her there were 134, she looked pissed. Is that Cadle that was pissed? Guys, listen to this. The numbers just don't add up. If you have 45,000 subscribers, you should have at least 10% of your subscribers in your chat every night. For instance, here lately, since I went over 1,000, I've been averaging now. It's late at night right now, so you can't really count that because a lot of UK's in bed. It's even late in the United States. But 67 right now. So 10% would be 670. So I'm about 5% right now, which this late at night is probably good. Personality, I was born. People like me have like a sixth sense when it comes to wickedness. Now, Geraldine, didn't she say it was 4 people? Because it was supposed to be Jim, NK, an unknown woman, and Chris. I think that's right. I think it was 4, including Chris. Phone on zero. I have to catch a 7 a.m. bus. All right, McDonald's farmer. Come back anytime you see us on, brother. Um, hope you enjoyed it tonight, and hope to see you back. Hope you subscribe and hit the like button when you go out. A Hispanic was woman. I'm not being petty. The Rusex were against the book. Yeah, they were, and I heard that it. They were supposedly, if it was really them in the room. Um, all right, buddy. Take care, McDonald's farmer. See you later, buddy. Um, if they really were in the room, giving him support, and then for him to bring Kayla on after they knew that the Rusex were against it, it probably wasn't a very good idea. And right around the time that he supposedly had the Ruseks in the chat supporting him. Around that time, there was a screenshot. Now, he claims it was fake, and it very well could be. But there was a screenshot of him inviting some of the Watts team onto his channel for a live interview because he knows it would draw a lot of super chat money, and that's why he does it. He, talks about respect, and he's doing this to vindicate Shanann. Well, Shanann's been vindicated. If you vindicate her once, what is there a need to vindicate her again for if she's been vindicated? I mean, it seems like every show now he's vindicating Shanann again, and I just don't get it anymore. I mean, it's gotten old. He did it every day for gosh a year now, and it's just like, man, it's there's nothing being done at the moment. Just chill out and let things. If there is something going on, just let it develop. If there's another arrest, that will be something for you to report on. But as it is right now, show some respect. The man asked you to stop and leave his family alone. Just do that. There is plenty of other cases out there you can talk about. Plenty of other unsolved cases. The Brooklyn Farthing case that I was talking about earlier. Get on that and solve that. That's right here, close to my hometown. I'll give you information if you want to know about it. But just and another thing, guys, look, it takes money to run a channel. I've already had to buy a camera, a mic, a backdrop. I'm going to have to buy another monitor. And then I've been on here 2 hours and 41 minutes, and I was on here 30 minutes or over 3 hours. It takes money to run a channel. So just say it takes money. Don't say, well, I get paid 78 cents and I don't have this, and I don't have that. Just say, guys, if anyone wants to support my channel, and this is what I say to you, please do so. If you don't want to, you're still very welcome here. You'll always be welcome here, but it does take money. You have to buy equipment. You're always going to have something to. I mean, computers are updated probably daily in this day and age. Um, so there's always going to be something. In the time you put into them, I mean, it does take money. If he would just say that, but he says it ain't about the money. It is. Just say you need some money because you're living. Your YouTube channel is your livelihood right now. There's nothing wrong with that. But just say it. Just be honest with people. I mean, right now I work a full-time job and then I do my YouTube channel. My job gives me my insurance and pays my bills. YouTube one day might turn into my full-time job. You never know. I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, as much as I love doing YouTube, and I think a lot of you people realize by the way I act, because I think people can look in my eyes and see how sincere I am about it. As much as I love doing YouTube, if it became a full-time job, it would be like I never worked a day in my life because that's how much I love doing it. So it would be like the best job in the world to me. But that I've got big plans to grow the channel, and you guys are here with me, and I hope you hang with me. And you're welcome here. Your opinion's welcome here. Um, just the only thing I ask, and I tell everyone, is just don't disrupt the chat to the point where you're disrupting everyone. Like the one girl coming here one night, and she just copied and pasted over and over. Get your own content, and I mean, she just copied and pasted like 1,500 times in a row, and it was just unbelievable. Is Queen Bee leaving? Queen Bee, good night. Thanks for dropping in. We appreciate having you, and thanks for all the info you gave us. I think it was Lex, like 38. Is that for AD, Bobby, 3,700? It will be your full-time job if you shave. But I can't shave my beard. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay. Somebody added it up the other night. They took all of his super chats and put it into a spreadsheet and added it up, and he made like $1,069 in a 2 hour live. He has some people sometimes that give him like $100. I've seen $200 before, $50 all the time, $20 all the time. It's just unreal the money people send him, and then they're also part of his Patreon and stuff like that. I sent you a quick message. Okay, let me check. Okay, I think I got something. Crap. Sorry, guys, getting messages. A lot of people asking to join the True Crime Files, my Facebook page. So if you guys want to join it, you're more than welcome to. It's called True Crime Files. You want to join the True Crime Files? Fearless. Hey Jesse, if you're still in here, if you don't care, put that link up and I'll copy and paste it. That way, when you go to bed, I'll have it. Well, I don't know if I can copy and paste it this way or not. I don't think I can. Maybe if I can go to the other screen. Oh crap, that don't do it. See if I can do this. Okay, let me see if this works. Give me just a second. I don't know if that works or not. We'll see. I don't know if it does or not. That looks awfully long, doesn't it? Yeah, does America have Christmas? I don't know yet. Okay. I think Jesse's been on top of it real good, but let me check and see if anybody's wanting to join. I don't have anybody. I got out of my months-long prison today as a free bird. Thought the car wouldn't start and purred like a kitten. Months-long prison? What do you mean months-long prison? What was you in a months-long prison for? I say, I understand that totally at Ron Moxley supporting to YouTubers already more just not possible these days, but you got my support in every other way. Oh yeah, I understand that. I completely understand that. Vicky, there's my number one dick right there. There's Vicky Rogers. She was my very first addict, and she was the very first super chat I ever had. Give a hand for Vicky Rogers. She's a good one, guys. Discharged today. And he went freaking crazy. What the hell was that? I've never. Which show was that you're talking about, Leanne? I think I know the one you're talking about. Is it the one where he was talking about you don't get to the truth in an investigation and all that, where he was spitting everywhere and everything? Did you know he was a full time? Is he still a full time poker player? Oh, look at there, super chat, Lady Hawk, 1976. That's the year I was born. That's a good year right there. $75 here. Yeah, we're growing. It's getting later, and the room's getting more people in it. Oh my God, you have super chat. Yep, I just got it today. Actually, I got monetized. I'm a YouTube partner now, and also monetized in super chat. The year we were born. Yeah, I know. 1976. That is the year I was born. Hello, Ashley. How are you? Denise, you were born in 75. He went on about other people being nasty to him and talking rubbish about him. Is that the one where he was like, critique? You're going to critique me? Is that the one you're talking about where he did that like freaking 100 times? Well, thank you, Abby. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm a Virgo too, male. Hit the like button if you haven't yet. Yes, hit the like button. It's me. Be quiet, you beard loving lady. LOL. Oh Lord, me and the beard. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, he's melting down right in front of our eyes. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. Me 63 and Virgos are the deal. Yeah, they say that Virgos are very honest people and that they are blunt and they're not the kind of people you want to tangle with. I've always heard that. I don't know how true it is. Leave me alone! I'm just kidding. How's the bush? Oh, the bush is out in my garage. It's still recovering from the waterboarding. I am just fed up with AD. I wish he would find something else to drone on and on and on about. Exactly. That's why the name of my live is Oh my God, AD equals same case every day equals boring. Thank you, Jan. Thank you. Thank you. Braun is a dragon, say the Chinese. Like my sweet sister, they are fab. Okay, cool. My mama was a Virgo. That scared me. What, when I acted like AD for a second? You got me there, Mox. Alrighty, buddy. I'm doing great. Yeah, there's my bush. He's out in my garage right now, recovering from the waterboarding. You would love to see a headline. YouTuber says Americans don't have. Oh yeah, we have Christmas here. Christmas is actually the birth of Jesus Christ. Is what it's actually for. I know they've monetized it nowadays, but that's what it was originally set up to celebrate. I've got 1 hour and 10 minutes left of my night shift. Can you keep going till then? I can go all night, Bubbles. I have a lot of catching up to do. I've been here almost 3 hours. Yeah, Virgos are very loyal people. They really are. I know that for a fact. I'm loyal like a dog. Yeah, Missy Bever's case is interesting. I think the Watts case needs to rest. That exactly, Leanne. On this channel, we have put the Watts case to bed. Unless there's something breaking news from law enforcement or anything like that, we've put the Watts case to bed on this channel. Um, we've actually been covering the Elizabeth Barraza case out of Texas. I don't know if you've seen that. You might want to check up on that. We went over the Brooke Farling case from Berea, Kentucky. And we also covered a little bit of the Savannah Spurlock case. And then we watched the preview for the documentary for Glenn Rogers, the serial killer. He actually gave me a ride when I was 14 years old to get my very first paycheck. Yeah, Elizabeth Barraza. Yeah, have you noticed that AD's been doing his lives on a brown couch, kind of laid back like I do? Have you guys noticed that the last couple of days? I noticed it. I just thought it was funny. It's because somebody said he's trying to be like me. I don't know. One more night to go. Yeah, I'm hiding it here. I don't want to get in detention like we did back in high school. The Delphi case is scary to me. My oldest daughter is named Liberty. Libby. Wow. Yeah. Um, no book, no backdrop. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Abby, you missed this from earlier. Tomorrow, I'm off work tomorrow, and okay, Fearless, welcome to the channel, and we hope to see you back. Have a good night and sweet dreams. Um, what I'm going to do, Abby, is I'm going to either put my YouTube channel permanently either in the kitchen at the kitchen table with my back to the wall and have a more comfortable chair to support my back, because after I start doing this a while, my back and actually my butt starts hurting really bad. And so I'm going to get one of my kitchen chairs would actually be fine because it has great back support, and have a backdrop put up. I've ordered a green screen. Somebody told me, I don't know if it's true. I guess I'll find out when I get it. that you can't use a green screen during a live. Now, someone told me that, but then someone else come out and told me that you can use a green screen on a live because other people do it. Ashley, if I got a vibrating recliner, you would be watching me snore. Just FYI. And if I don't do it in the kitchen, I'm going to set it up in my garage. I want my desk close enough where my back is actually up against the wall, so I can take my backdrop and pull it tight with some clamps or something. Um, yeah, I'd be sawing logs all right. And then when I get my green screen in, now I do work full time too, so this stuff will be done in periodically when I have the time. Um, now, um, that's what my plans are to do. I can also now do the screen sharing thing. I don't know. Let me show you this, Abby. I don't think you were here earlier, but I can do this now, which is pretty cool. So check this out. How do you like that? So you can actually, I can actually show you stuff on my screen, and I can change it. And so if we're going over a case or anything like that, I can bring it up. And then I can. The reason I'm looking up towards the screen is I've also got my live playing on my TV, so I can read my comments. Uh, so this is all pretty cool. There's a good looking guy right there. No, I'm just kidding. Um, so I've got that now, Abby, just to kind of show you what I've been up to today. Um, they have a backdrop stand for around $17 on a Walmart site. See, I've got to wait till mine comes in. Um, you ever done loads? Um, I don't know if oh, I have a hush. What's your problem with beards? Has a beard attacked you or something back in the day, or what here? Um, but anyways, well, now I forgot what I was going to say. Shit. So, well, anyway, I've got it where I can share my screen with you in case we're doing research on cases. I'm going to keep the name Braun Moxley, but it's probably going to be like Braun Moxley, and then like a second title would be like SBCN for Shanann, Bella, Celeste, and Nico. And like I said, we're not going to cover the Watts case anymore. It's not like we can't speak about it. We're just not going to cover it and have any theories or anything like that. You guys are welcome to. I don't censor anyone. Just me out of respect for Frank. But the reason I'm going to do the SBCN is the Watts case is actually what brought me to YouTube and the main reason I started my channel. So with that being said, I'm going to use like Braun Moxley, SBCN, Crime Tube. All right. Good night, Jody. Sweet dreams. Hope to see you again on here soon. Yeah, I'm hoping we go onwards and upwards. I hope we don't start going down. I come home today when I put my application in for being monetized. It actually said it would probably take about a month. And okay, Kelly, I'll finish it in just a second. And when I come home today, I had an email from YouTube saying I'm a YouTube partner now. So I'm not just a channel, I'm actually a YouTube partner. I'm monetized and I have Snoopa Chat. So, about the stand, I don't know if the green screen I ordered comes with a stand or not. So, I'm going to have to wait till that comes in. And if it didn't, I thought about maybe just going to Walmart and buying like one of those things you set up for like a closet, because if I'm up against the wall, I won't need to cover much of a big area. And I could probably use one of those. Okay, Geraldine, good night. Have a good night, sweet dreams. And So I'm going to probably do a lot. When I come on live tomorrow, it will probably look a lot different, unless the green screen is delivered tomorrow. I don't know if they have to cut those to size or how they do it. I'm not sure. Um, I thought they'd be a lot more expensive than they are, but I mean, they're kind of expensive, but not as much as I thought they would be. And like I said, I really didn't check because I'm new at this. I don't know what I'm doing. So bear with me, guys. Hopefully, you guys are my first 1,000, and hopefully, we can grow together. Hopefully. I think we have got, I've got a good vision, I think, for the channel and to actually go to completely true crime. And I mean, I think we all enjoy critiquing AD because he brings me a lot of comedy. And I don't think he's very funny when he's trying to be funny, but when he's not trying to be funny and he's actually going off or melting down, I get such a kick out of that. So, well, thank you. It's me. I appreciate that. I think stand for a projection screen works for him too. Yay, that's a good idea. Ashley, I didn't even think about that. That's a very good idea. I could just put it up and use like those little clamps you can buy. Actually, I've got a ton of them out in my garage. I could pull it tight and just pull the clamp to it. Go to the mall, read it, be excited, your partners, etc. Go to the mail, read it, be excited, your partners. Yeah, exactly. He deserved to be mocked. I'm doing t-shirts now. First 1,000 on Dirty Beard Man. You got to do Sasquatch with a dirty beard, and also do Green Teeth because we actually love those names. It's actually pretty funny, I think, and I think Lex thinks it's funny too. Braun, read up on the Russian chessboard killer. He killed almost 60 people, one for each square. Don says, I actually enjoy it because he hurt my feelings when I was nothing but good to him, so now it brings me joy when he hurts. I'm pretty petty. I'm petty, I know. Well, that's not the fact of it is. The fact of it is you're only offering just an opinion or a theory that's different than his. Instead of just disagreeing with you, he has to disrespect you and be condescending. Hello, happy girl. How are you? Ha ha ha. I just found your channel and I love it. AD Detective is so ridiculously funny. Yes, he is. He is so obnoxiously arrogant. Absolutely. Great job of showing AD Detective's channel what it is, a joke. Thank you so much. And welcome to my channel. I'm glad you found us and I hope you are happy here. Do you have a silhouette too? Now, I'm not sure what a silhouette do you mean. What do you mean by that, Jesse? I'm not sure what you mean. We really do need to make some like t-shirts or something like that that says like Moxley Crew or something like something. We should do something really simple at first, just like one shirt and not go overboard, like a lot of channels do. And if the one shirt does really well, then possibly we could do something else. Um, Trying to see what Jesse's trying to tell me. A silhouette. Well, thank you, happy girl, and I'm glad you're here. Happy girl. Also, just FYI, I have a Facebook group called True Crime Files. If you want to join that, Jessie, that's in the room, she is a moderator, and she has the link for it. She can put it up if you want to join. You should do a rocking Sasquatch with a beard. Play on the Motley Crue thing. I just thought that was so funny. She called me Sasquatch with a dirty beard. Guys, I wash my beard every day. When I wash my hair, I wash my beard. I have a beard shampoo and then I have a conditioner that I brush through it. And it smells wonderful. Like all day long, I just want to make out with my own beard, which would be really weird for people to walk by and see that happening. But it's true. It smells delicious. Just FYI. She wouldn't know a man if one fell on her. Who's that, Don? There's so many great T-shirts. Yeah, there is. Ron Moxley. I wouldn't use the initials of the murdered children. Really, don't. Well, Michelle, it's like a tribute to them because the whole reason I came to YouTube was the Watts case, and it's not using the initials to promote the murders or anything. It's like um, an honor to them. Like you guys are why I'm here, and I never want to forget you guys. So that's the reason I chose the initials, and I'm just letting you know because some people might take it that I chose the initials for the wrong reason. Well, I mean, I really appreciate your guys' opinions, but I just don't think you are understanding why I'm using the initials. I'm using it as a memento, like I'll never forget. You guys are why I'm here, and it's just to pay a tribute to them. You all think that's a bad idea, really? Okay, I've got like three people saying it's a bad idea, and yeah, I'm not stopping the parodies. We just don't discuss the Watts case anymore. No, I would not use the initials on the T-shirts. No, this is just for like my channel. I think I broke my damn tailbone. This storm in Denver screwed me up. I slipped on the ice. I think I'm suing the hotel. Do it. Yeah, I understand, Iva. I understand exactly where you're coming from. I mean, and I wouldn't put their initials on a shirt. Uh, right. Yeah, I understand what you guys are saying. I do. I mean, I understand your point completely. You're wrong. I'm right. Okay? I'll do what I want. Somebody ban them. Just playing, guys. Just doing my little 8A touch for you. For channel name. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's nothing like definite yet. So it's just ideas I'm tossing around in my head and throwing around to you guys because I consider you guys part of the channel. Um, so I mean, you guys are my first 1,000, and you will always be my first 1,000. So I mean, I'm sure we'll figure it out together. So does anyone know Anthony? He admitted to living in a tent, and I've been no, I didn't. I didn't know he admitted to living in a tent. I have a doctor snoring near me in the break room. It's cracking me up. You should scare the hell out of him somehow, Mel. Okay, Carol, I didn't see that, so huh? We'll have to yeah, Rabbit. I'm glad to have you in the first 1,000. Thank you for being here. Mel Evans dropped something. Oh yeah, scare the hell out of him. I wish I'd got back earlier. Yeah, we've been on 3 hours and 15 minutes, guys, and it's almost 2 in the morning here. Is he doing a double shift? So I actually probably will head to bed here in the next few minutes, and always think first, act later. Good man. I love this channel. Yeah, I understand that, and I agree with that. I've always had the philosophy, um, and this is not anything to about what we're talking about. But for instance, when you're mad or your emotions are in play, it's never good to make a decision, or especially an important decision or anything like that, when you're mad or your emotions are playing into that decision. Anytime something happens and there needs to be a decision made, and your emotions are running high, calm down. Let it rest for a couple or 3 hours. Let your emotions calm down, and then think about it with even keel and a lower temperament, and you'll always make a better decision. If you act when you're mad, you are going to regret the decision you make. So I met a man about 10 years ago when he was about 10 years younger than me, and he taught me that. So you can learn from people younger than you. A lot of people don't think you can, but you can. And I consider him a great friend to this day. And he taught me that, and I've always done that ever since. He showed me that way. He's such a good friend. I'm almost getting teared up thinking about him, because I miss him. He's a good guy. Um, he's actually a big time Christian music producer down in Nashville. He's pretty famous, known. Does a lot of music for a lot of high profile Christian groups, and even country music singers. Ron's wussing out. Yeah. Well, the only reason I'm going to wuss out is because morning, I always used to say to my kids when they were off on one, chill your frills. Yeah, that's pretty good. Hello, Lex Calia. It's 10:40 there. It's 1:40 here a.m. Lex, I was going to ask you something earlier, and it's in the video, so if you watch it, you'll see it. Does anybody remember what I had asked Lex about earlier? If you rewatch this video, it's in here. I'd asked you a question, and now I can't remember what it was. Does anybody remember what it was I'd asked her? I can't think of it right now. Okay. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. I think it was kind of like an important thing, but I really can't remember. Um, yeah, Rabbit, I understand, man. You can take just a few seconds of your life and ruin the rest of your life. You can do something that takes a second, and you'll be in prison the rest of your life for, just if you snap and murder somebody or something. I mean, just calm down. Never act when your emotions are running high. Um, oh, that's it, Lex. You know how I can thank you, whoever brought that up. Good kid, Mad City. Lex, my question was, um, for instance, you know how I can share my screen and they can see what's on my desktop? Are we allowed to watch, say, a documentary on YouTube if I'm also in the screen critiquing the video and pausing it and stuff? Is that allowed, or will I get a strike for that? It was about the email. Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, Lex, that's another thing I was going to ask you about. Can you send me a copy of that cease and desist letter? Because I want to print it out, and I'll take your name off of it and put my name on it. And I want to put it in a picture frame and hang it behind where I set my YouTube channel up permanently. New DSM-5 personality disorder. Yeah, I think Lex took off on us. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't seen a reply back. "6:43 a.m. here in the UK. Just woke up, had my coffee. Good morning, Gigi. You're up awful early on a Saturday. Do you have to work today?" Yeah, I actually am gonna frame that cease and desist letter, Abby, and hang it right behind me where I set my YouTube channel up permanently. Well, I was going to see, she had a copy that she actually got opened up, and I was just going to see if she would send me her copy. Ron Moxley in a golden frame. Yeah. Having a hairy, dirty beard. Who said that? Oh. I wish you'd hush. No, I'm just kidding. Sasquatch with a dirty beard. No, not today. I'm an early morning person. Well, I tell you, it seems like the older I get, like tonight, I'm surprised I'm up, but just wasn't tired when I got off work tonight, and I was excited about the channel, because I had figured out how to do the sharing of the screen and all that stuff, and that just got me really excited about the channel. I'm a partner now. I'm a YouTube partner. I have over 1,000 subscribers. It's just looking real good, and it's just got me excited about the channel. And so I guess I'm just can't wind down yet, I guess. Just got the program to open it. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, I do have lice in it too, Carol. Thank you. I forgot about that. I should remember it because they itch, I always got, that's why I stroke my beard. The lice need petting, so they won't stick around if I don't pet on them every now and then. All right. Yeah, crashing from the Red. I can seriously drink a Red Bull and go to bed. But in the mornings, like for instance, I'll probably wake up tomorrow morning. It's almost 2 here now. If I was to go to sleep in the next hour or so, I would probably get up about 7 or 8, and I'll probably bearded Sasquatch. Somebody put a picture up of a bearded Sasquatch in my Facebook group. I should actually use that picture as my profile picture on YouTube. I think I'll do that. I'll send it to my email, and that. Well, I think I can set it up on my phone. Let me save that picture. Thank you for that, Ashley. Appreciate that. I'm going to probably use that as my no more operations. Guys with beards and southern accents are my jam. Well, you're on the right channel then. Yeah, I seriously, I saved that picture and I'm going to use it. As long as it fits. I know a lot of time it has to be a certain size. So as long as it fits in my picture, I'm going to use it. Okay, I promise no more beard shave requests. My father is AD, and when people tell Dad to drop things, he goes straight away. Yeah, okay. Morning, Abby Percy. Got to be up early to catch my Mox and the Moxley crew. Yeah, we're up early tonight, guys. AD done like 2 hours and something, so I wanted to beat him, and we're almost 3.5 hours right now. This is the longest live I've ever done. Yeah, I can't play any musical instruments, and if I started singing, my subscribers would fall off the plane quickly. Somebody did a thing on my. I think they actually pointed it out in the live last night. They said that if I, at the rate I'm going now, that my subscribers are growing, that in 5 years I'll have 1 million subscribers. Now, I got to thinking about something too, guys. Is the other night, do you remember, guys, when the one guy commented and accused me of buying subs? He said, "Now listen to this. I got to thinking about this after he said it. He said, just the other day when I was on your channel, you had 300 subscribers." He said, "Now you have 1,000." He said, "Admit it, you bought 1,000 subscribers and views." So if I had 300 and I bought 1,000, I would have 1,300, not just 1,000. So see, they come over here with their comments and they don't even know what they're talking about. So, well, I appreciate that, my sassy. I really do. And I could use $100, but I can't shave my beard for $100. So appreciate the offer. I can't do it. Sorry. We watched, yeah, I grew quickly on that day. And anybody that says I bought subs, they were in the live with me when all that happened. They seen that go down. We went from like, what was it, 942, or it was somewhere in the mid 900s. And we were in that live, and they just kept growing and growing. And there was like 200 people in that live, and it was just amazing. And here's the weird part is, and it kind of made me nervous when it happened. It jumped all the way to 1,015, and right after it done that, I was watching it because I thought, well, it'll keep growing. I want to see it, so I check it, all the time because I'm so excited about it. And I checked it, and it got dropped all the way down to 1,001. And I thought, oh my God, I just hit 1,000, and now I'm going to drop to under 1,000 in the same night. And I was like, oh gosh, but it never went below 1,001. So once I hit 1,000, it never dropped below it. And yeah, but it did make me nervous. I thought, because golly, the night I get 1,000, I'm going to drop back down, and then everybody, Well, I thought, well, here's what it is. They sent a bunch of people over to subscribe, and then they was going to unsubscribe just to kind of make my channel look irrelevant, but it didn't happen. So I'm just glad. We have watched the channel grow and new names and faces. It didn't just jump up. Yeah, let me run that back. It didn't just jump up, it was growing daily. You're right, it was. And I watched it grow daily. And there was one day, it was the day I released I made the video of what AD was going to have everybody pay for on Patreon. Remember that when I made that video? And it was real disturbing. It was hard to read. It was hard to listen to. After I released that video, my subs grew like 250 in like one day. So that video must have really, and it's my most viewed video right now. It has like 3,500 views, and and then after that, I made a parody, and my subscribers, it's just like they froze, and I thought I shouldn't have done that parody because it's froze me up. But then again, it just started slowly climbing, and it slowly climbed up to the mid 900s, and then we was in that live that night that it hit 1,000. It was awesome. And you guys were all here with me. Yep, my ox, baby. We all did it, and it was amazing. You smashed it that day, and it will keep doing so. Thank you, Abby. I appreciate that. And everybody, remember Abby. She's going through some tough times right now. She's lost her son's father, and she's got a lot to deal with right now. So just keep her in your thoughts and send good vibes her way. She's a great person and deserves it. Yeah, smoking the cigs like we did back in school, all hiding it. I do remember that. You'd smoke and you'd have it in your hand and do this, so you didn't want the teachers to see, so you could get out there and get detention. Yeah, there was a lot of us here that night. I mean, there was so if 1,000 subscribers, and there was probably close to 200 in the room. So it was just I mean, it was something. I had comments coming in from people on other channels, like people I respect, their channel, and they was like, we was watching your live, and they said we could see the joy in your face as the subscribers hit 1,000. They was like, we knew it was sincere. They said they could really see it. I was like, wow, that meant a lot to me. Comments like that from people that I actually respect on YouTube. So I thought that was great. Yeah, Jesse has my Facebook group up there if you guys want to join it. It's True Crime Files. I'm not on there as much as I am on YouTube, but it's starting to pick up with a lot of activity, a lot more than it was at first. So if you want to, guys, join that. It's a good page. It's growing every day. Thank you, it's me. I appreciate that. I really do. I try to be, and I want to stay humble. I don't want to, forget that what it took to, like I was telling earlier, a year ago, if you would have said I had a YouTube page that was a YouTube partner, I would have said you're crazy, because I was in a job where I was miserable and I was never going to do anything. And if I hadn't have made that change to the job I have now, I wouldn't be on here with you guys tonight, because I would have stayed in that job that I was miserable at and working all the hours. I mean, working to death, myself to death, 12 to 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, no time to do anything. Made great money, but he didn't even have time to spend it. So, all right, Hot Scorpio Rogue. If Jesse don't beat me, I'll put you in there. I think I beat her on one. I finally beat you on one, Jesse. I got one in there. Jessie, she's the mod. She stays on top of things. Somebody will ask to join the True Crime Files, and I'll go to look, and then she's already got them joined in, and she does a lot here. And Mel Evans, she's on tonight chatting with us. She's a mod, and she's a nurse, and she's did several surgeries tonight and delivered babies into the world. So talk about pulling double duty, and wow, it's just unbelievable. Well, anyway, guys, we're at 3.5 hours, so I do think I am going to get a few hours of sleep. And when I come on tomorrow, I will probably have my setup different, and it will probably be my permanent setup, where it will be from here on out. I would like to do my garage because there's so much potential there, but it's just cold in the winter. But maybe I can go to Walmart and get a heater. But anyway, guys, I guess I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Get some rest. Have a good night. Have a good day if it's already day where you're at. I love you guys, and thanks for making this channel awesome. I appreciate every one of you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all again so much. Good night, guys.